Hello, everyone. Good to see you all again. Get that clock out of here. I know what time it is. It's time to learn. I'm Dr. Teacher, your intrepid host. I am indeed a brain in a jar, and this is Everything Now. And we're here to fill your skull with some knowledge. Thank you very much, Cool Strong Guy. Good to see you all again. Broadstream Vape Nation 11. Good to see you all again. Welcome back to class. The class is in session, so get those books out, and the pencils, and the rulers, and the calculators maybe? Who knows? Today's episode, we are talking about clubs. Were you in any clubs in school? There's chess club, music club, food club, backpack club, sticker club, fight club, TV club. There's learning club. There's library club. There's cleaning club. There's the club where you make the little like the birdhouses and the gumball machines that have the noses and faces on them. Wood shop. That was it. What clubs were you guys in? While you're getting there in the chat and entering, I'd like to introduce you all to our lovely panel of guests today. Oh, look at them all, folks. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and start on the left there. That is our friend, Nicholas, normal human being. Say hi, Nick.
How's it going, everyone? Hello.
Thanks. Yes, glad to see you here. Next up, we have community organizer G. Lenny Tuckett.
Hi, thanks. It's really great to be here.
Well, it's good to hear you, buddy. We also have Judley Benoit, handshake historian.
Yeah, hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Very excited to have you here, buddy. Finally, right on the end, we have, of course, Jackson Big Bug.
That's me. Yeah, this is gonna be a good night for sure.
It's gonna be a fantastic night.
Yeah.
What? Oh, do you all hear that?
What?
I'm hearing something pretty
Wait,
special.
Oh, what's that noise?
Oh, it's now time for the Everything Now jingle.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Okay.
And again, today's jingle is about clubs.
Hello, and welcome to your personalized Everything Now experience. Don't be afraid. You are exactly where you want to be. You've worked so hard.
This is the song that I can get behind.
You've earned your spot. Now please welcome yourself to the club. Welcome 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 to the club.
You're getting a lot.
Yeah, I feel great. This is fun.
I like these. This is a crew that I like.
Really a lot of fun so far.
To the club.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like our panel's already somewhat of
Fasten your seatbelts.
Well, hello. I didn't even think
It's
about that.
going
Wow,
to
that's
be
crazy.
a boundary ride.
Alright, guys.
I joined.
That's cool. Oh,
Oh,
Who's
it
that?
was so
Oh,
fun.
dear.
And then there was
a
something
little
scary.
upsetting. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Well, welcome back to Everything Now. That was our jingle for today's episode. Give me a second here. I want to do a nice little zoom out. Clubs. Our first presenter for the day is a professional bouncer. Has a lot of experience they're going to share with us and hopefully enlighten us into the ins and outs of protecting a club. Everyone, welcome Jackson Big Bug.
Yeah, give it up. A lot of you know a legend just entered the building. Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Teacher, reached out to us, brought us here to make a club for Everything Now today. I'm pretty excited about it. I bet the chat's pretty excited too. Now, the first thing you need for a club is security. You need a bouncer. If that's the first thing you see, okay? So I am pretty much the best guy in the gig. I've bounced, every club up and down Hollywood, Vine, Hillhurst. I've done them all, okay? So I was the guy. I'm the expert that you call when you need to know about bouncing. So today, I'm gonna teach you. If I'm gonna name the head of security of the Everything Now club. At the end of this, whoever absorbs my teachings the best, it's gonna be great. I got a badge for you. It's gonna be good. All right. So, securing your club with Jackson Big Bug. That's me. Yeah. You'd be afraid to run into Jackson if you were trying to enter a club establishment? Yeah. I would think so. But I bet you're wondering, who is Jackson Big Bug? And yeah, I will say, of course, there's two massive elephants in the room right now. First, Jackson Big Bug's not my real name, okay? I had a mentor in my bouncer career. His name was Threat McKnife, and he told me that it's important to kind of bump up your name, make it a little more scary, a little more dangerous. So my name was originally Jackson Alhambra. I changed the spelling of Jackson, and then I made the last name something that I'm very scared of. I do not like big bugs, and thus became Jackson Big Bug.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Was Threat McKnife, did he change his name as well, you think? Or do you think that...
Oh, yeah. He changed his last name to McKnife.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Threat...
That was God-given.
Okay. I'm satisfied. I'm ready to move on.
You need anything else?
That's enough for me.
Huh?
Oh, gosh. No.
Just a little preview. Okay. Okay. So let's continue on with the old slideshow. The other elephant in the room, of course, is maybe I'm not quite what you'd expect for a bouncer. Got little twiggy legs, little skeleton arms. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I'm not a big muscle man. And don't worry, we'll get into it, because that has caused me to develop my own take on bouncing. All right? If you'll keep going, the Big Bug technique. Threats, physical activity, all that's going to work if you're big and strong. But if you think about it, punching someone out, pushing someone out of the room, even talking them down, that's only going to leave them mad, embarrassed, sad. It'll maybe de-escalate the situation, but it's not going away, okay? Now, if you'll go to the next slide, how can you completely obliterate the problem? Remove it from their minds completely? Well, let me tell you. Confusion. That is the great equalizer. The tabula rasa, it erases everything on the mind. Confusion will stop you in your tracks and end the problem right then and there. All right. So experience number one. The way I'm going to teach you this is I'm just going to take experiences from my own career, things I've gone through, and run you through them like scenarios. And we're going to collaboratively decide how to handle these situations. And whoever kind of catches on the best is going to be the Everything Now Club bouncer at the end of the day. So, and just so you know, like I said, I've bounced about every club this side of Hollywood and Vine, so some famous faces might appear in the stories. I don't know. So number one, emotional customer. That's a typical situation you deal with. So setting the scene, this was at a club I serviced a while back. It's called Club No Ball. And of course, it's one of those artsy joints where all the portraits on the wall are just pictures of sports people, but the ball is taken out, and they're all, you know, all around. And there's little videos of games playing, but there's no ball, and it's in black and white. And when the crowd cheers, it's just wind chime noises. One of those kind of clubs. So anyway, here he is. Here's the man of the hour, Michael Caine. All right, Michael Caine breezes into Club No Ball with his posse of 90-year-old women, and he's just, you can tell he's already having a bad day because he's got that look on his face, that Michael Caine, like, and we had to tell him that he couldn't pay for his drinks just in pearls, so that got him really mad too. Yes, yeah, he's all mad like a tangerine. Yeah, I see you. What a disaster. So we're telling him he can't pay for his drinks in pearls like he wants. He's already mad. He gets a few drinks in, and he finds out from someone that the Dark Knight from the Dark Knight is not Albert, or was that his name?
Yep.
Alfred.
No, I think it was Albert.
Yeah, it might have been
Albert,
I haven't seen
the
it in a
cleaning person, right?
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
Dark
that sounds
Knight.
right.
His character, I don't know, I'm not a big Hollywood guy, I just bounce him, you know? So he finds out that the Dark Knight is actually probably Batman and not Albert. And he just goes off the rails. Now he's throwing things, now he's crying, he's making a mess, he's making a scene. So, what do? Do you take him outside? What do you do? Talk him down? There's all these glass flying everywhere. What do you do? And I will let you determine what you would do, but since this is the first example, I'm gonna tell you what I did. What I did was I took a grape out of my cheek that had already been in there. I put it in an envelope addressed to the man who has everything but this, and then I gave it to him.
And then what? How did he respond to that?
Well, I'll tell you. He was so confused and uncomfortable with all of that, especially the fact that the grape seemingly had been in there already, that he stopped crying, he left the bar, and he went immediately home.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so now that you know what I did, I'm going to give you a chance to go back in time, try to be me. I'm going to be Michael Caine, and you guys tell me what you would do, and I'm going to see who comes up with some good stuff. All right, so I guess I'll just do my best, Michael Caine. I'm so mad. I was in the Dark Knight, and now I'm not anymore. Come on, guys. Okay. So I'm Michael. Here, I'll come closer so you can feel the pressure. I'm gonna throw things.
Chat. He's gonna throw things, chat.
You have to confuse them, chat.
Chat, you gotta confuse him.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna throw things.
Try to confuse him, chat.
A tangerine.
Chat, think about something that would puzzle
A
him.
tangerine.
What would confuse Michael Caine?
I am about to just jump off my rocket, and you guys can do stuff too if you want. Ow.
What a disaster thing. We should tickle him while singing the ABCs. That's a pretty good idea.
Alright, so that's happening to you.
Okay, I'm being tickled and I'm hearing the ABCs. Now that's confusing. but I'm-
H I J K L M N O P
This may have happened
Q R
in
S
childhood
T U
situation
V
at some point.
W
But maybe
X
something
Y and
more
Z.
out of
Now
left
I
field
know
for
my
Michael Caine.
ABCs.
Pretty good. But Michael Caine, he's rallying. He's still going.
Oh,
I'm
Chat, he's
gonna-
back.
chat, we need to confuse him further.
Do something.
I'm gonna freak out.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh,
I'm gonna
chat.
freak out.
Michael Caine.
I'm gonna not be in the next Kingsman movie.
No, I don't say that.
I want him to be in the next Kingsman movie so badly.
Zigaro says, I would take a knife, and cut a hole in my shirt at my belly button, draw a face on my shirt with Sharpie, and perform ventriloquism on him, singing the Baby Shark song.
That's pretty good. We should try it.
We could
Okay.
do that.
Baby shark doo doo
What?
doo
I'm
doo
Michael
doo
Caine.
doo.
I'm
Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark.
The zeitgeist.
I don't
Mama shark doo doo
What?
doo doo doo.
I got it.
Mama
This
shark
one
doo
didn't
doo
make
doo
it to
doo
me.
doo.
I
got it.
don't know.
Mama
I
shark.
just don't know what this song is.
Wow, I think it. Great job. I think it worked.
Good idea.
Ziggurat, great
Nice.
suggestion. We really
Ziggurat,
confused him.
That was really good. That was truly, once Michael Caine realized that there was ventriloquism, a popular Zeitgeisty Kids song, and there was drawing on the stomach, those are different, that all fed into something just so beautiful. Such disparate elements coming together to create something truly unexpected.
And thanks for that follow, whoever just followed
Thanks for
us.
the follow. Hello.
Thank you.
All right, let's move right along to situation number 2 because you guys are crushing this. So far, Ziggurat's in the lead, okay? Experience number 2. Yeah, breaking up a fight. This is a classic. So this was just one rogue person. Now it's going to be more than one. And to set the scene, this happened only a few years ago in one of those pop-up bars. This was the Goonies house pop-up bar. And it is the house from, it's supposed to look like the house from the Goonies. Not any part when they go on the adventure. Before they go anywhere exciting. And not even upstairs when they go in the attic and they find it. It's just the living room.
Yeah, beach house.
Just the living room of the Goonies.
Right, that
where
makes
there's
sense.
pretty much nothing happening in there.
Nice house.
That's what the bar was supposed to look like. Oh, and so here, see if you can guess. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna string you along a little bit with these ones. So in this situation, the perpetrators of the fight were, let me give you some clues with these slides. Keep it going. Classic celebrity pair. They go together pretty much in our minds. They
Zach and
name-
Cody. Is it Zach and Cody?
Oh.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Seinfeld and Kramer?
they're
Seinfeld and Kramer?
Bill and Ted.
Okay, all good guesses. They're always pretty much inseparable. Chad, if you have any ideas.
Pinky
And
of the brain.
They even look alike, so let's let.
Thelma and Louise.
Anybody have any ideas before we move on and reveal who it was?
Kevin James and Jerry Stiller.
Anybody? Huh? Well, okay, I guess I'll reveal it. It's, of course, Adam Sandler and Tim Gunn.
Wow.
Wow, that was my
Yeah.
next guess.
I was just about to guess that.
Can you believe that I got to see those two going at
Thank
it? All right. So we got Adam Sandler and Tim Gunn. That's the people. They walk in. They're having a great time. Another night on the town for the boys, Adam and Tim, just punching each other on the arm, looking great. Crisp suit, big floppy baseball tee. Tim's enjoying his water on the rocks. Adam Sandler's got his dirty martini with his olives diced, like you do.
Adam Sandler loves diced olives.
Yeah, diced and
I love a
sprinkled
diced
in.
olive.
Is there still like a toothpick, or does it just mix into the bottom and you kind of stir it?
The fun of it is kind of using the toothpick to stir around the diced olives.
Okay.
Have you never seen a Sandler martini before? I guess you guys aren't in the hottest clubs in town.
No,
All right.
not.
So anyway, so they're having fun, but they're starting to get a few drinks in. You know what happens then? Even though they agree on most things, one thing on which they differ is the Electoral College.
Oh, don't we all?
And it comes up, and now, it's an all-out brawl town. So, what do you do? Okay? And this time I'll let you go first, and then I'll tell you what I did. But let's imagine that I'm Tim Gunn. Adam, don't do my suit. You're crushing my suit, but I have to fight you because the Electoral College should be abolished. And Adam Sandler was like, oh no, I love the Electoral College. No. Okay, you guys getting this? You guys getting this? Oh, who's up there? Broad Stream? Okay. Someone will represent them today. But you see the scene, okay? We're in the house from the Goonies. The music is bumping. We've got Sandler and Gunn going at it. What can you do to make them forget about their fundamental difference on how we should elect the nation's highest office? Alright? What do we got? And you guys can throw out stuff too. We getting a lag on the stream? Is that what's happening? I'll just keep fighting in the meantime. You should change your socks as well as the Electoral College.
I think Adam Sandler would be doing that joke voice he does, where he goes like, I'm a bit, you know that thing he does? A little
That's
bit.
pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Yeah.
Do you
Like
know
that?
Do you know the Thanksgiving song?
I don't really watch the Hollywood things. I
TV?
just see the
But
guys.
do you know the Thanksgiving song?
I know the Hanukkah song.
Okay, that
That's
would be
one.
the similar
He's like,
tone.
Put on your Hanukkah. Celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, we're getting
What's
some
the deal?
suggestions, maybe. Oh, I live in Brazil. We got. Have we determined that there's a lag or no? We good? All right. So Tim Gunn's like, one person, one vote is the only way to have a true democracy. Honestly, that would make it work. And then Adam Sandler's like, the rural states won't get represented if we don't have an electoral college.
Much better.
Thank you.
That's very close. What if we
Designer.
confuse them by listing Adam Sandler's IMDb credits in reverse order?
That's
So from most recent back?
I guess so.
That's pretty.
Oh,
you
God.
know,
Do you count 100% Fresh, its new Netflix special?
It's
as an
on IMDb.
It's definitely on
That's
IMDb.
why-
That's the name of the special.
It's 100% Fresh. It's the
all right,
name
no,
of the
that's
special.
pretty good. That's pretty good, but I think that'll mostly confuse Tim Gunn over here. 'Cause he's
That's
like,
right. I guess
what's
Adam-
happening? What's
confused Tim
happening?
Gunn.
But Adam Sandler's just like, yeah, that's my stuff.
Yeah, Uncut
I'm
Gems
hearing
comes out next
people
month.
he walks around all day and people are going 100% fresh, 8 crazy nights,
50
you know?
states.
51st
So
Spanglish.
some maybe
Oh, yeah, I forgot
something
about
a little
Spanglish.
bit.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, Rocky's nailing it in the chat, but that's good. You kind of got him. You got him off their rhythm and all that. They're spinning. But
Grown Ups 1 and 2.
That's my
Or I
boy.
guess two and
That's
then
my
one.
boy would get in there at some point.
they're like
The
at this
Waterboy?
point they're like,
Oh,
oh,
that's my boy.
Oh, right. That's a good one.
how do you know all these credits? Oh wait, what
Jack
are
and
they
Jill?
doing? What are they
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, yeah, Jack and Jill.
Jack
that
and
was
Jill.
cool.
Okay.
Can't forget Jack and
Yeah,
Jill.
I like that one.
He's both parts.
This is great, guys. But maybe we need to add one more element in here to really drive it home because they're confused. They're looking
Okay.
around. They're like,
The Longest Yard?
The longest yard.
That was a good one.
no, not a movie, not another movie,
One movie. Okay.
another tactic.
Oh, Saturday Night Live. That's not a
No,
movie. He was
that's-
in Saturday Night
It's a
Live.
TV show.
That's a television
Tactic.
program.
All right, guys. We're hearing Adam Sandler. Okay, here we go. Rocky says treat Adam like he's Ben Stiller.
Oh,
that's a good tactic.
Okay.
So-
So talk about his movies.
So Adam Sandler's like trying to fight. He's like, oh, we gotta do what the founders originally intended with the Constitution. Tim, come on.
Get out of here with that blue steel.
Wait, what? That's not me.
Yeah, get
Wait,
out.
are you talking to him? Because that's not a reference. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Duplex.
Wait,
Duplex.
why are you saying that to
And
me?
Cable Guy,
I'm
too.
Adam
Cable
Sandler.
Guy and
Why are you
Duplex.
saying that?
Meet the
Do you know who we
Flockers.
are? Don't you
Zoolander
know who we
2.
are?
Zoolander 2.
Oh,
Along
come on,
with
Tim,
Polly?
let's get out of here.
The
Come on,
second.
let's go. Yeah, I'm out of here. Make it work.
I think it was Along Came Polly.
Oh, is this a club made for ants? Yep. That would be right. Yep.
Great job. That was great. We
Good
got
job, you guys. Oh, I left the door open. Rule number 1 of being a bouncer, don't just leave the door open. Good job, guys. You see how it worked a little bit when you were working off Adam Sandler's own movies. It was a little bit confusing, but to really confuse, you want to go a few degrees away from anything that the subject has to do with, because that'll really just, it's like seeing a new color, okay?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So we have one more scenario. Oh, and just so you know what I did. In this case, I stood up on the bar and got everyone to start chanting 4 more days while I was waving a wet flag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really impressive.
And they were like, for what? And for who? And what country?
What month was it?
It was July.
Okay. I could see the vague political connection.
Yeah.
that kinda makes
now
sense.
That
I
now
can
that you
sorta
say that,
understand.
but it was July, like 12.
Okay.
Anyway.
So okay. I could see a scenario in which it's 4 more days of July 4th. 4 more days of July 4th, and now you're
No.
campaigning for a 3rd extension.
Right, but
Do you
that
understand
would
what
take
I'm
a
saying?
little bit of a leap of the imagination.
I don't know if I understand.
But I see what you're saying. Maybe I could have gone even more random, but just that just proves that was early on in my career. I got better at having no ties to any conceivable reality or understandable justification later in my career.
What a disaster says, like Brexit, but for July 4th, and I think that's
I
kinda
think
exactly
so.
what I'm
It's
going
sort of
for.
like delaying
That's exactly
July
what I mean,
4th and
really. It's
delaying
like
July
that.
4th.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
that's
talking about?
exactly
And
what
then
I
I'm
mean.
Teresa May, just like.
Yeah.
Or I guess if I'm saying 4 more delays, then I'm the people. Anyway.
Maybe like Boris Johnson.
Yeah, I
maybe,
feel like
but
a
I don't
Boris
know.
Johnson figure.
Super well. But
Yeah.
That's my guess.
But that's okay, guys. So let's go to situation number 3. Now that we're moving and grooving, the front line. We kind of went from inside out here. This is kind of the holy grail for bouncing. Is that front line where you're deciding who comes in and who does not. Okay. So setting the scene, we're at the bar Inside Street, which of course is a bar where you come in and then you walk inside and it looks exactly like the street you just were on, is the kind of the whole gimmick. So you just see the
So
same
the
street.
inside appears to be like the outside?
Yeah, you walk in and you're on the street. And you gotta be careful at that
Feels like
bar.
walking into a mirror almost, right?
Yeah, and you gotta be careful with that bar because there's no like dressed waiters or anything. You just kind of, there's like people dressed like pedestrians, and you kind of just gotta pay attention if someone's holding your drink and walks by and throws it in a trash can, and you gotta go get it.
Is there like a door on the inside of the club that appears to be the entrance to the club as if it were the outside of the club, sort of creating a like a never-ending mirror sort of situation where
Like
like
an infinity loop?
since the outside
Yeah.
of the club or the inside of the club is an exact recreation of the outside of the club, then there would be a door to the inside of the club on the inside of the club that is a rec. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think so you're saying once you open the door to the club, you can see all the way.
You can see the
through.
door. Yeah, you can see the door.
Well, the door to the club on the inside is not open.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's just a street with the door closed, and then you close the door behind you and you look and you're like, it just looks like the what was behind you, and you know what I mean?
Now I'm starting to
But if you
understand.
did open both doors,
What a disaster is a good question, which is there bathrooms?
the street, baby.
Oh, so yeah, that was his follow-up, was are people shitting in the streets?
Yeah, it seems like people really
Yeah.
are shitting in the streets.
Is this
Which makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, and during the holidays, it's all themed. You get a lot more water pooling by the side of the curb.
Is it cash or do they take card at this?
Oh, they take
That's a
card.
great
They're
question.
not.
That's a great
But there's no
question.
They're
waiters,
like
so
behind in the.
do you just slide it into the
Well,
wall?
there are waiters.
They're just not
I'm
dressed
saying
like
they're not.
waiters.
They don't look
Yeah,
to
got
be
it.
waiters. All right, let's move on to the scenario here. So we're at Inside Street, and oh fuck, oh shit, oh damn, the scourge of all Hollywood club security, Jane Goodall. Ay ay ay.
Christ.
There's an
The-
event.
the-
So
the
the way
gorilla
this,
woman?
So the way this was going when I was bouncing was there was an event that night that was exclusively for background extras that were on Glee. Okay, but Jane Goodall walks in and she just thinks she can strut on into anywhere she wants to be. Yeah, of course it's Jane friggin' Goodall. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Keep those slides going. Keep those slides going. For those of you who've never been a Hollywood bouncer, Jane Goodall's a fucking nightmare, okay? She knows how to play mind games. Anything you throw at her, she thinks the rules don't apply. You're like, you can't come in here, and she's like, well, a monkey would just walk in. And you're like, what? And she just plays these freaking mind games, and you can't escape. Yeah, boo, boo. Wow, yeah, the Glee extras. It was a big to-do because in every single freaking episode of Glee, there's like 80 kids in the background going. And then there's the piano guy that's like, I already knew the song. I knew it already. It's like ridiculous. Anyway, so she thinks the rules don't apply. So how can you get this loose fucking cannon of a woman to shove off? Well, personally, I started responding to everything she said with the exact text of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in a very conversational tone and refused to address it until she cried and walked away. So, what would you guys do? Huh?
So we need some suggestions for the chat for something that we could use to
And
confuse.
can you demonstrate what Jane
Jane
was
Goodall.
doing at the time? Can you create
Oh,
a
yes,
scenario?
of course. I'm coming in. No, I'm coming. Oh,
Are
no,
you sure,
I'm coming
Miss
in.
Goodall? It's a bunch of teenagers who dance. Do you sure you want to come in, Miss Goodall?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure I want to go in.
That's a good suggestion from What a
creepy
Disaster. He's saying that we
fucking
should talk to the chimp that she brought, like the chimp with Jane Goodall, and maybe also do a dance-off with the chimp. That's a good suggestion for us.
Yeah, I'm coming into the Glee
Alright,
extra party.
Mrs. Goodall, you can come, but that monkey that's carrying you on its shoulder has to wait out here.
No, this is the monkey.
Right, so
I'm
Mr. Goodall, we're
Jane
happy to
Goodall.
have you, but if you could just get off that monkey's neck.
No,
if
this
you could
is-
just stop.
I want to party with the
Yes,
people
and
from
Miss-
Glee.
Miss
Miss
Goodall, you
we
need to be
wanna let
wearing
you in,
clothes.
but you need to be wearing clothes.
You can't
and
be naked in the club.
clothes monkey that you're with
I do
can't
have
come.
clothes on. Just stop talking to my chimp as if it was me.
Does he want a carrot or a corn?
I just
cob
want to
or
see all the
something?
people in the background of the television show Glee. I want to know
And
if
this
you know
is a
anything
dance-off.
about Naya Rivera.
Well, now it's a dance-off, and I'm dancing against you, the
Oh, yeah.
chimp
I'm
who
not
is also
moving.
Jane Goodall.
I'm not moving.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Your
a
monkey's
fucking
not.
Jane Goodall.
It's a dance competition now, sweetheart.
The world has no claim on me. I'm wild.
Chad, Shane Goodall is holding out strong here, Chad.
Chad.
We need to bring in the big guns.
Guys,
Chad, you
you
need
guys
to
gotta
say
bring in
something.
Jane
How are we gonna
Goodall does
stop her?
not want to go
Now, to be
away.
fair, that suggestion was fucking great. She is confused. But you gotta
She's-
come in there with the.
She's wobbly. She needs a kill shot here.
ruining the club.
Finish her.
What are we gonna do?
Finish her.
Give her something that'll send her
Okay,
out the door, Chad.
okay.
Chad, we gotta finish her
I'm
here.
getting very angry.
Everybody else is starting
I
to
might
leave the
just-
club.
I might just scurry up a wall.
Glee teens are finding an after party. We gotta hurry it up here, Chad.
I'm on the ceiling now. What do you do? What do you do? I'm Jane Goodall and I'm.
Ask her about the appetizers and then make a fake vomit noise after every response. Okay.
Thanks, Rocky.
So,
742.
Jane, if you could just, before we get into the monkey that's carrying you on its shoulders, could you just tell me a little bit about the appetizers?
You're
happening?
asking me about the appetizers.
Yeah, if you
I
could let us know.
I don't know anything about the appetizers.
Just like, did you see anything on the menu?
Well, I always get some sort of wings.
Well, Ziggurat is saying, because I'm already wearing a suit with one of those CIA-looking earpieces, I would pretend I received a message and then inform Jane Goodall that as a former UN messenger of peace, the UN has urgently requested her to come help them because they have contacted the Planet of the Apes and they are about to invade with spoons.
Okay, so Miss
Let's
Goodall.
rewind and go there.
So Miss Goodall, I just have to let you
Fucking
know
losing my
that.
mind.
Miss Goodall, I just have to let you know before we get into this monkey that's carrying you around. I'm already wearing a suit with one of those CIA-looking earpieces.
You're not.
So I received a message, and then I inform you that as a UN former messenger of peace, the UN has urgently requested that you come help us, because the Planet of the Apes is about to invade with spoons.
And there's still a dance-off happening.
There's still a dance-off happening.
You gotta win the dance off.
The planet of the.
The Planet of the Apes.
The planet of the.
Oh, she's going.
There she goes.
There she
Whoa,
goes.
we did it.
We did it.
Nice.
Really,
Great work. That was
hidden,
great
that was
work.
dicey.
Jane Goodall has, of course, revealed too much information to any monkey to ever feel comfortable with the Planet of the Apes situation happening.
Oh, because of gossip?
Because of gossip. Makes an ass out of. Never mind. Okay. So, who has proven themselves to me today? Ziggurat.
Ziggurat, yeah.
I
Ziggurat has
don't
been
know
great.
if we're even
Well done, Ziggurat.
any competition. That was nuts.
Saved us in the end, though.
I see a lot of myself in you. I don't know what you look like, but I'm willing to bet you have a wispy mustache and hair pulled back in a ponytail, or my name's not Jackson Big Bug. Which it is. It isn't. Anyway, I got a badge for you, Ziggurat. Unless anyone feels they could challenge, I think it's pretty clear, Ziggurat.
Wow, that
You
is
are
quite
now
a... Ziggurat,
the
congratulations. You're
security enforcement officer for Everything Now's new club that we're creating today. All right? Hey, congratulations! Welcome to the club. Okay, and that's my gig. You guys learned a lot today. We escalated a lot from, if you can even remember, way back to Michael Caine, all the way to Tim Gunn and Adam Sandler, and then very end, Jane Goodall. It's been a ride. Thank you guys. Good job. What's my time?
Thank you so much to Jackson Big Bugs. Wow, what a lesson we've learned today. Now we know how to use confusion to scare off all of our enemies. So, welcome to everyone just joining us. My name is Dr. Teacher, and you are currently watching Everything Now, a lovely infotainment show live on Twitch where we fill your skulls with knowledge. Today we're talking about clubs. We just had Jackson Big Bug, a professional bouncer, tell us how to scare unsavory types from our clubs. Now, another thing with clubs comes somewhat of a uniform, whether that's a hat or a shirt or some sort of, I don't know, tattoo. Curious. Well, we're going to have our little guest here between presentations come on up and see how we can get some fresh ink on our skins for everyone joining the Everything Now Club. So next up, we have Aristotle Ozarski.
Aristotle, Aristotle, Aristotle,
Aristotle, Aristotle, Aristotle.
Hey, chat, let's get a
Chant it
chant.
down, chat.
Aristotle, Aristotle,
Aristotle. Woo! Oh God, that
Damn.
was full. That was mostly full.
Oh, wow.
You're a legend.
Hello, I'm Aristotle Ozarski. You might have talked to my brother a couple weeks ago on food. Piece of shit. I'm a tattoo artist, and I think there's no better way to induct somebody into a club than with some fresh fucking ink. I got this guy out here. I found him at the dumpster near the studio,
Wow, you
and I, right? It was pretty fresh. You know, I felt kind of bad for him. I don't know.
He looks like he used to really have a good thing going for him.
Yeah, whoever was taking care of him must have really liked him. And we really like him too now. I think I'm going to name him Teddy. This is Teddy, everybody. Now,
Hi, Teddy.
for those who are just joining us or have been with us for quite a couple weeks, I've noticed that Everything Now has been getting some subscribers. Some people actually paying to enjoy the show. It's pretty special. It's a very special kind of club. So to commemorate those folks, let's give them an applause. Give them an applause.
Subscribers,
Thanks for that.
Thank you all
I'm
so
sure
much.
Dr. Teacher's happy about it.
Exactly. Now, me being a tattoo artist, I figured I'd lend my skills here, and let's make Terry the mascot of Everything Now. And for those subscribers out there, I'm gonna get your names and whatever you want me to ink on good old Teddy over here. You tell me what you want, I'll ink them up for you, just like you want them. So, do we have a list of some subscribers out there? Anyone know of any names? Oh, buddy.
Let's see. Are there any subscribers who are currently
Anyone in the chat
who are
You
currently
gotta go first, for sure.
paying top dollar? I got my my rig up here. Just turn it on. All right. Got this thing ready to go.
Wow, that looks kind of scary.
It's pretty official. It's a tattoo gun.
I mean-
Okay. Guns are cool but dangerous. Remember that.
Dirty Band-Aid, that's a subscriber.
Dirty Band-Aid. What's up? What, you in the house?
No, they're just getting shouted out by the name of the by the channel that is hosting, but they're not.
Dirty Band-Aid not in the house. Okay.
They're not.
Well, you know what? For now, I'm gonna go ahead and write their names up on Teddy over here, and then we can go ahead and get their suggestion at some point later on when they tune in.
Heck yeah.
So, turn this thing on. I'm gonna give some fresh ink to Teddy over here. Let me just make sure it's working. All right. Ah! Whoa, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, you're gonna have to calm down, man.
We should just put the names of these people on there so that we can be consistent.
Exactly right.
This is why I don't have any tattoos.
I didn't scream one bit when I
All right,
got
it's
mine.
off. It's off, Teddy. Calm down. That's right. That's our first subscriber there, Teddy.
Let's see that tattoo.
See that fresh
That is
ink?
fresh
Can you
ink.
bring it closer to
Wow.
the camera so that the viewers at home can see?
Oh, it's a light.
Oh, there it is.
Shot, yeah.
Hey!
That's a
badass.
great tattoo.
Give you a sick kind of like pencil on notebook look because you're dirty. You know, you're kind of like a sick kind of guy. Kind of remind me of me with that name. You know. Again, I'm Aristotle. We are giving our mascot Teddy here tattoos with the names of our fun subscribers out there. It's so great. Thank you, Ziggurat. One day I'm going to give you some fresh ink. Let me put it on Teddy. Who knows? Welcome to the family, man. So yeah, again, I'm Aristotle Ozarski, tattoo artist.
It looks like there's also a cool strong guy. The cool strong guy.
Cool strong guy? Hey, that's a guy I don't want to fuck with, okay? He seems pretty cool. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and give cool strong guy a piece of ink right here. Let's turn my machine back on. Come on, you piece of shit.
He's taking it like a champ. He's smiling.
Smile, but it's screaming.
I heard that's the most painful spot, like around the rib cage.
Yeah, you know, I'm not doing anything. Alright, the machine's off now. Alright.
Well, you're gonna get what you asked for, cool strong
Cool
guy.
strong guy. You in the house? You see that?
Yeah.
Right along the rib
Wow.
cage.
That is looking really good.
Yeah.
Really good artist.
Mwah! Mwah! That's some of the bestest ink I've put on in quite a while. Let's see, got any more subscribers out there hanging out, chilling? What's up, guys? Welcome to Everything Now. Let's see. Looks great. Yeah, if it was going to be part of a club, right? That's the thing about ink. You can't take it off your body unless you pay a really big sum of some sort. But honestly, you kind of start to make it a part of your personality after a while. It is you. You are the ink is you.
Don't I know it?
Hey, this guy knows what I'm talking about. What's up? Nux.
Nuts.
Come on. Oh!
Oh!
Boom.
There's another subscriber, user Qualt is a subscriber to this channel.
Qualts, coming right up. Now, anyone have an idea of where I could put Qualt's
Leg.
name on Teddy?
Leg.
Leg?
Yeah, we
Leg.
haven't done any on
Inner
the
thigh,
leg.
inner thigh.
Inner thigh?
Inner thigh.
Lift the shorts just a bit.
Just a bit. Sorry,
So that-
Teddy.
yeah, so it's like half shown.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, right in the crinkle.
Should I change the font up at all?
Do
Whatever
bubble
feels-
letters.
Bubble. You got it. All right, turn the machine on.
Whoa,
It's amazing he's able to lift him. He's so strong.
Extremely strong.
Yeah, dude. I've, I have two passions in my life. It's lifting and, obviously, shoes. That's short for tattoo?
Oh, okay. I was like,
Number two.
I was like, that's
Ooh.
not a.
I love.
I've deeply misspelled this man's username, actually, now that I think about it.
Qualt.
QWALT.
Yeah, mix that L and an A up real nicely.
Okay, I'm sure you won't mind.
Qualat?
That's probably.
Where's bubble letters though? So
You know, I was so stoked on bubble letters.
Wow, that tattoo gun is really going.
Yeah, oh, it's vibrating. It's all hell. But yeah,
Wow, you
Qualat.
were really squeezing his
Yeah,
thigh.
I think that's close. That's pretty close.
Yeah,
Looks
we'll
like
take
you
it for now.
snapped
It was
his-
artistically inspired
Yeah.
by the name.
Oh, hey, come on, this guy knows. He's fine. Oh, I got you there, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
hard to
no, I'm
see.
just kidding. He's
Yeah,
totally
yeah,
fine.
he's
Oh,
just
got him
kidding.
one more time.
Oh, you
Just
hate to
kidding.
see
I'm just
that.
showing dominance, so he knows not to fuck with me.
right.
Oh no, tattoos are permanent. Exactly right. Oh no, but also,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Well, that's it for now. We're gonna see if any more subscribers come on in and want to stake their claim for their ink. If you want to be a part of the Teddy Everything Now tattoo experience, go ahead and throw this brain over here. A couple extra bucks, you know? What's up, dude?
10 everything now.
He's fine. He's a brain. He doesn't really talk that much. But yeah, again, I'm Aristotle Ozarski. I am a tattoo artist. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Keep enjoying Everything Now, you motherfuckers.
Thanks, Aristotle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, Teddy.
Bye, Teddy.
Oh,
Bye,
wow.
Aristotle. Thank you.
Heal up, buddy.
Wow, that was exciting. I've never seen somebody get a tattoo in real life before.
Me neither.
Well, I certainly have. Me.
Wow, that's a pretty thick tattoo.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I saw it on a surfboard.
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. Tattoos scare me a little bit. I don't think I can get any tattoos on my fleshy pink skin, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. Welcome back to Everything Now, folks. I am Dr. Teacher, your host with the most, a brain in a jar, and we're not that far from more information. We're going to fill your skulls with more knowledge, and starting up with that is going to be our second presenter. They are a handshake historian. Handshakes, the language that's universal in welcoming people to the club of humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and introduce our friend, Judley
Hello.
Benoit.
Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Teacher, for having me. I'm really excited. Thank you all at home for tuning in to Everything Now. So just a little bit about myself. Dr. Teacher invited me here because you guys are having a special show about clubs. And that's great because I'm actually a handshake expert.
Hey, Broadstream says they're a historian too.
Oh, wow. Well, Broadstream, I would love to talk history with you at some point. But right now we've got something to focus on, and that's handshakes, right? So a handshake is an important part of being in a club, right? It's how you communicate with your fellow club members. And hello, Broadstream. I created this presentation right here. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that I'm sounding clearly. So this is the presentation, A History of Handshakes, Handshakes with me, Judley Benoit. I'm a handshake historian. If we'd like to go over to the next slide in my presentation, we can go over some quick facts about me. So first of all, I have a master's degree in human behavior. So I'm well educated and I know what I'm talking about, so listen up. Here's some more of my qualifications. I'm a published author in 23 academic journals all about handshaking, human behavior, and the study of clubs and how people interact with each other. So once again, I've never actually completed a handshake. That's one subtle detail about myself. Unfortunately,
Not even once?
No, I've actually, even though I've studied handshakes quite extensively and I've written many papers on handshakes, I've never actually shaken hands with somebody in real life. So I'm hoping that today might be the first day that I actually get to have a real handshake with somebody. Maybe you'll see that live on the stream. But I'm very excited. And finally, a last fact about me. I am the treasurer of the Looney Tunes fan club. In fact, if you look right here, you can see I've got my little Tweety bird. There's Tweety. Tweety's holding a little golf club there. So that's just a little bit about me. I've never actually met with any of the other Looney Tunes fan club. I do it completely remotely, so I've never shaken their hand. But we can just move on now, and we can start talking history, right? Because that's what we're here for. So handshake history really starts with the this image right here.
I've seen that before.
We call this the Divina Copulare, right? So the Divina Copulare, if you go to the next slide, oh, right there, yep, that's right. That's the divine shake, right? So historians generally agree that the very first shake was actually between God and man. And so this is a visual illustration of that moment when God came down and gifted the art of the handshake to humankind. So that is a very important moment, but there's other very important moments in handshake history that I'd just like to cover really quickly. If you go on to the next slide. Right here we see this is the first ever recorded handshake. Pretty exciting stuff. This happened in ancient Egypt. You can see there 2 Egyptians shaking hands. This is a historic moment indeed. If we go to the next slide here, this is a very important moment, of course. So any historian will know that World War II famously was solved with a handshake. So this moment captured right here is this moment captured right here. This is the exact moment that World War II ended, thanks in part or almost entirely to that handshake right there. That is a very crucial handshake. And finally, this is the third example of a historic handshake. This is, of course, Jerry Seinfeld shaking hands with the boss, Bruce Springsteen. This is a historic moment for obvious reasons. Obviously, Jerry Seinfeld and Bruce Springsteen, aka the boss, are two of honestly, let's clap it up for Jerry Seinfeld and the boss, Bruce Springsteen, really coming together to create a magic moment for all of us here in America. So thanks for that, Jerry, and to Bruce Springsteen. So those are some historic shakes. But we can move on now to the real reason that I'm here. And yes, Mrs. Manface, you definitely can feel the power in that image.
Radiating.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now I'd like to go over how to, yes, and it warms my heart as well, Dr. Reed. That image particularly touches me in a special place.
Gosh, my heart feels hot.
Right, so the real reason that I'm here today on Everything Now is to help you guys create your own club, right? A club that we can all be a part of. And a part of that is going to be creating our own handshake. But not just any handshake. If you go to the next slide, you'll see that this handshake is a secret handshake.
Oh,
yes, that's right. This is a secret handshake. So, those of you who are at home viewing this right now, you will be the only ones privy to this
secret handshake. Once this happens, you will be the only ones that know the secret handshake. So we're going to be creating a secret handshake together for our secret club for the Everything Now show. So let's go ahead and get started. The first part of a secret handshake, of course, is the opener. So these are some common openers that you can see right here. There's the common handshake, the standard handshake. There's the fist bump, and of course, there's also the floppy fish, which is just sort of when you put your hands kind of loosely on top of each other. And so,
Can I ask a question about the floppy fish?
yes, go ahead. What's your question?
Does it just rest on my hand, or is there a movement?
Yeah, you just sort of flop it around like a
Is it
fish.
like that?
Yeah, no, there's some flopping to
It's
it.
not this.
No, that's an advanced technique. That's actually the woogity woogity, which we can talk about later. But the floppy fish is just sort of a loose sort of flop. Yeah, a real limp sort of wrist action. That's it. You're getting it. Great. So so if you users at home.
Yeah. There we go, right? Like that.
That's right, great. So if you're watching at home, I want you guys to go ahead and give us a vote. We're going to bring up a poll right now so that you viewers at home can decide what the opener of our secret handshake should be. Should it be a standard handshake, just the regular old shake? Should it be a fist bump, or should it be the floppy fish? So if you're watching at home, you can text the number 1 in the chat if you'd like the opener of our handshake to be a standard shake. If you'd like the opener to be a floppy fish, you can type 3 into the chat. And if you'd like our opening move for our handshake to be a fist bump, go ahead and press a 2 in the chat. So right now, while the audience is voting, we can talk a little bit more about an opener. So an opener is a way that you can establish that you are having a handshake in the first place, right? It's a simple way of showing I'm ready to initiate this handshake with you, my fellow club member. So this is a very crucial part of the handshake, but it is not the most important, and we will talk about the most important.
Not a lot of love for shakes.
So yeah, it
Like
looks like
chicken hands.
we're not a fan of shakes. That's pretty typical. The shake has sort of gone out of style in recent times. We've moved more towards the fist bump and the floppy fish. So it looks like, and thank you for your votes, everybody, and welcome to NJ New Jersey Cheese Live. It's great to have you here. So it looks like we're just about
assuming
wrapping
that that's
up.
New Jersey?
Well, I suppose it could stand for anything. You're right. I apologize to you, NJ
New
Cheese Live.
Justice Cheese.
I
Could
assume
be
that
like
Justice.
it could be
Nicholas
New
James.
Justice. It could be Nicholas James.
Nicholas James
You're right.
Cheese
I
Company.
apologize.
North
New-
Jungles.
New Jam?
New Jam.
Nude jam.
New
It's
Jam.
just
Jam.
NG. We can stop guessing. It is
Jeez.
just NJ. Great. Thank you for that. And it looks like we've just about finished up with our poll here. And the winner is the floppy fish.
Oh! Yeah!
That's great. So
That's the
if you're
shit's
just
whole
joining us
move.
now, this is the first step of our a multi-step secret handshake. The floppy fish is the first step. So I'd like to invite one of our panelists up right now so that we can see the first step in action. So Nick, our guest panelist, would you come up on stage for 1 second and we'll
Just
test
real
this
quick,
out.
Ziggurat says neck jazz, but that was it.
Neck jazz.
Neck jazz. That's a great idea too, Ziggurat. So this is our guest panelist, Nick. Give it up for Nick. Thank you for joining us, Nick.
How's it going?
Hi. Great. Thanks.
Killing it!
Great. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna demonstrate the first step of the handshake. So as we know, as the audience has voted, the first step will be the floppy fish. So we will
do it over
stand
here.
apart from each other, we will walk towards each other, and we will initiate the first step of the secret handshake. Are we all ready? Ready.
We're doing it over here too.
We're just gonna be doing it here too.
Excellent. Okay. And handshake. Great. That was really great. Thanks, Nick. You can have a seat now.
Wow!
Great. So that was step 1, and thank you, Nick, for the very first step of the secret handshake, which of course is the floppy fish. We've got a lot of steps, so we've got to keep moving now. Let's go on to the next step of the system, of the secret handshake system. That's our poll right there. We'll go ahead and move on to the next step. Of course, so this step is a fun one. This is the step that we call the declarative statement. So a lot of people don't realize that, in fact, a big part of shaking hands is not actually using your hands at all, but using your voice. And so I actually have prepared a little bit of a clip so that the viewers at home get an idea of what I'm talking about, because sometimes people don't understand what I mean when I say a declarative statement. So here's some famous handshakes from pop culture that I think will help demonstrate what I mean when I say a declarative statement. Without further ado, here's the clip.
son of a bitch. Let's rock today. Grab the elbow. You always have to grab the elbow for respect.
Oh, that James Fallon, he is a funny one. But I hope oh yeah, give it up for TV funny man James Fallon and Music Boy the Beebs. They're the greatest. They really are the greatest. Such a great handshake, those two. But I hope that helps to demonstrate sort of what I'm talking about. We have to come up with some sort of declarative statement, something that we can say during our handshake that declares some sort of information. So if you in the chat have any suggestions at home, this is the time now. Just start shouting out some suggestions for some declarative statements that we can say in the middle of our handshake. Just start throwing them out there, and we'll pick one that we think is a good one. And we've also got here so that everybody remembers exactly what we're doing with our handshake. That's a great one for What a Disaster. Hey Wagahoo. That's a fun one. Keep shouting them out. We're going to think of all of them. No Time for the Bounce Castle, says Team Russell. That's a fun one. Brothstream, user Brothstream is saying, in Brazil, we use Fala Menu Chegado.
Portuguese.
I think it's Fala Mechugado.
Fala Mechugado.
Nice.
Thank you,
think
Brothstream.
so.
That's a tricky one. It says, they're saying, speak, my close one. That's a fun one.
Speak. my
Shoot the
close
monkey,
one.
says Dr. Reed. That's a fun one. Flop it and cop it, says What a Disaster. Wow, they're coming in quick.
I am not in the band Faith No More.
That's
an
a fun
interesting
one. I like that one because it does convey some information. It says, I am not in the band Faith
While
No
at
More.
the same time leaving so much open.
Right, they
Because
could be in
there's
any other
Any
band.
band except Faith No More.
That's right, or no band at all.
Or no band.
Right, or, well, I suppose those are really the options. So keep throwing them out there. I'm loving these longer ones. These are kind of fun. I love Flip Flop Kaplop. That's a fun one. He could be in Mr. Bungle.
Like you say that you both say he could be in Mr. Bungle.
I like that one. Maybe that's the one.
Maybe
He
you
could
both
be in
say
this-
he could be in Mr. Bungle.
Oh, and thank you,
Away!
Dom24. Thank you.
Come on in.
Welcome, Dom24.
He
If you're
could be
just
Mr.
joining us,
He could
we're
be
we're
Mr. Bungle.
selecting a declarative statement for our secret handshake. And so I'm going to say, let's go with the Mr. Bungle line.
Yeah,
he could be in Mr. Bungle. He could be in Mr. Bungle will be our declarative statement. And so let's go ahead and bring up another panelist to try out the second step of our secret handshake. Anybody from the chat,
All right.
whoever's available.
I'm right on the end.
Jackson, come on up. Great. Give it up for Jackson. Thank you. And so, Jackson, as I'm sure you're already aware, we have two steps now to our secret
Oh,
handshake.
yeah.
If you don't remember, I'll say them now. The first step of our secret handshake is, of course, the floppy fish. And so we will do the floppy fish.
And just real quick, Dr. Reed says, why are we still here? Just to suffer? And I don't know if that's...
Is that a suggestion
I
for
don't
the
know.
handshake?
I
or
don't
is
know,
that a-
but I feel we just need to acknowledge it.
Unfortunately,
It's just
that's
worth
not a
acknowledging.
declarative statement. That is a question. And so
Right.
we cannot use that as a declarative
That's-
statement.
I
That's
prefer
more
the-
advanced.
Right, and so
He can be
our
Mr. Bungle.
declarative statement is he can be in
Yeah.
Mr. Bungle. So here we go. We're going to run our secret handshake using the floppy fish, and he can be in Mr. Bungle as our declarative statement. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And here we go. Activate. He can be in Mr. Bungle.
Oh!
That's
That was
really great.
good.
That was
That
very
was
good.
good.
Thank you. Thank you, Jackson. You can have a seat now. Give it up for Jackson. Thank you. Great. So that was step 2. Step 2 of our secret handshake. We have floppy fish, and then we have he can be in Mr. Bungle. And so now it's time for step number 3. Let's
Let's
keep
get
it
it.
rolling,
my gosh.
Dr. Teacher. We've got a lot of steps here. So the third step, of course, is to incorporate a non-hand body part. So, like I said, a lot of people think that a handshake is only using these guys right here, but the reality is, in order to make a real secret handshake really secret, you have to use a body part that no one is expecting. And so, if we can just have some suggestions now from the audience of how we can incorporate a non-hand body part. Just start shouting out some ways. Maybe we can use our knees, maybe we can use our butts, maybe we can use our backs or our heads.
Tongues.
Ear to ear, that's a fun
That's
one.
great.
Back of knee, I like that. What a disaster. Thank you for that suggestion.
That'll help.
Oh, thank you. Great.
Yeah.
So keep shouting them out, and also let us know how you would like us to use that body part. Tell us the body part and how you would like it to be used. And thank you for that suggestion, NJ Cheese Live.
And what do you think that stands for?
Ear to back. Oh, well, we've already established that it only
We
stands for
don't know.
NJ.
Could be anything that's an end in a J.
Ear to back of knee is an interesting one from Rocky42. I really like that one. Rocky 742. Let's go ahead and go with that one. I like that one. So,
How will it be my ear or you?
well, that's the question. Is maybe we should do
You
first
switch, yeah.
one of our ears to the other person's back of knee, and then we'll switch it.
Okay, and so I just want to be clear about this. So while one of our ears is going to the other one's back of the knee, we're also doing a floppy fish.
No, you do them
Sequence.
sequentially. So first we do the floppy
Nick's
fish.
got it.
Then we will say the declarative statement, which was, of course, wait, what was it? He can be in Mr. Bungle.
He can be in Mr. Bungle.
He can be in Mr. Bungle, and then we will touch each other's ears to the back of each other's knees. Great.
Okay.
So if you're viewing at home, one more time, floppy fish. He can be in Mr. Bungle, and then we will touch each other's ears to each other's back of knees. Great. So are you ready?
Yes.
And begin. He can be in Mr. Bungle.
Oh, wow. And the second one.
Complete. That's great. Really great. Thank you. You can have a seat now.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Can we try it all at once?
That was all of it at
But
once.
can we try it all at once?
You
Like
mean
all the
trying to
actions
do all the
occurring
things at the same
simultaneously?
time?
Because that, I think, is an interesting...
We can try it. That's technically not, standard, but we can give it a try just
I
for
want
the
to
viewers
give
at
you
home.
this.
You
I
did
think
say
we
you've
need
never
a moment.
given a handshake though before,
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So-
I've never.
This is going to be good for you.
Okay, well, for the viewers at home, we are going to try all three steps all at the same time. So that's the floppy fish. I am in Mr. Bungle.
No, he can be Mr.
Oh,
Bungle.
he can be in. He can be in
Floppy
Mr.
fish,
Bungle.
He can be in Mr. Bungle.
And then
And body part, ear to back of knee.
great.
And for that, we'll have to just do one.
I
So,
suppose that's true. Yes.
I'm going to be the knee.
Okay, and I will be the ear.
Okay.
Great. And
Wow,
so
it's like a goofus in a gallon.
let's try
Get in
it.
here.
Ready and go.
Okay.
He can be in Mr. Bungle. And see, that was pretty difficult. That's
Yeah, I don't know
that was
about
pretty
that.
tough. I'm glad we tried it. I'm
Really
glad.
hard.
I'm glad we
Really
did it.
hard.
It's really hard.
Surprised how hard it was,
But
if
there's-
I'm being honest.
You really need some eye contact, I think, for the declarative statement.
The coordination, you wouldn't think it's that much,
Well-
but it is.
Well, hey, they say, you figure out 100 ways not to make a light bulb, right?
Yeah, and we just did one. I'm glad I could help.
Well, there's some more steps. So we got to keep moving. We got to keep this going. Thank you for your help. So let's move on to the next step. We've incorporated the other body part. Now, this is a very important step. It's not actually
Oh,
part
hey!
of the actual handshake. This is the step that's sort of analogous or to the side, auxiliary to the handshake. This is the security check. When you have a highly encrypted handshake like the one that we have right now, a super secret handshake, you need to do a security check midway through your handshake to make sure that nobody is witnessing your handshake, right? Because
I
if
love
somebody
this.
sees you,
I'm all about security.
if somebody sees you doing your secret handshake, they could be copying your secret handshake and gain entry into your club. And so,
that's
the,
not secret.
the fourth step of the handshake
Not a
is
secret.
always to do a security check. So the security check, you just sort of look around, you make sure that you're making eye contact with other people in the room, maybe do a listen, see if there's any intruders or people who are witnessing your handshake, and then you can go on to the fourth step of the secret handshake, which is, if we go on to the next slide, you will see, pretend to do something that is not a handshake. So this part, and yes, thank you, so much water. Let's read some comments here. HV Bingen is saying, so much water, I'm thirsty. Well, if you're thirsty at home, you should definitely be drinking. It's very important to stay hydrated.
We support staying hydrated.
Dan Zamango says that your secret is safe with me. Thank you, Dan Zamango. We're creating a secret handshake, so it's very important that everybody in the chat keep this a super secret, right? This is a super secret handshake.
What
so thank
secret
you.
handshake? What secret handshake?
Oh, very good, Nick. That is
Nicholas!
Nick,
Nicholas,
exactly.
expertly done.
What secret handshake?
Yes,
So
what-
this is all in the hush. Great. So I don't want to get distracted though because we do have some other steps. So this step is to pretend to do something that is not a handshake. The purpose of this step is to make it so if somebody did see you during your security check, maybe or earlier in your secret handshake, this is to throw them off the trail, right? So in this step, we'll do something that is completely unrelated to handshaking, any action, something that we can pretend that we're doing that's not a handshake to throw the people off the trail.
I
So,
like this.
And we're getting some cool comments in. Cheers, damn son. Wow, Nick, so smart. So seems like Nick
Thanks.
really struck gold there. And it's worth us just kind of giving it up.
Yeah, give it straight up.
I really appreciate it.
So smart.
It's been a hard year, so I mean, I'll take any compliments I can get.
Way to
So
go,
That's
way
great.
to go, champ.
okay, so now we're getting some suggestions, and please chat, this is the time. Give us some suggestions of some things that are not handshakes. We need to distract anybody
Well,
who
let's
thought
see.
that they may have learned our handshake. This will be the part. So what we've got, Ronky is saying knock on the ground and say hello. That's a
You
pretty
got-
fun one. I
That
like
that
that
can
one.
help you get into position for the.
That's true.
you like hit.
Call like a bird and make a nest. Ooh, I like embracing a hug. That's interesting because it's almost like an analogous handshake.
Right,
body
that
shake.
is
It's a body
interesting.
The
shake.
body
It's a
shake.
body shake.
Body
Embrace
shake.
a hug. Slap
your
fight,
moms.
says Mrs. Manface.
What
Writing a
about
letter
call
to
your
Santa
moms.
Claus.
Call your moms is an interesting one.
I don't know if
Call
I can eat
your
a
mom.
big burrito every time.
Yeah,
I don't
eat
want
Eat a
someone
big
to
burrito
eat.
is a good suggestion, but you do need pretend to play tennis.
tennis. That's interesting.
That's pretty fun. I like
It's-
the ones that
it's
use your
tough
whole
if you're
body.
not at a tennis court when that's happening.
That's true.
It'll be tough to maintain the
Eskimo kiss.
illusion because you
Eskimo
won't be
kiss.
physically in a court.
Huh.
I like Eskimo Kiss. That's a pretty fun one from Dr.
Oh.
Dr. Reed. So we
Yeah.
just sort of
so
And
rub
that,
our
you know,
noses together.
demonstrate that.
People see you doing that, they're like, "Oh, this guy's."
This is not a
This
handshake.
is not a handshake. It's
Right. I
something.
think we'll take
Everyone
that
wants Eskimo
suggestion.
kiss.
Dr. Reed, thank you for that suggestion. I think we will take that suggestion, the Eskimo kiss, as something that is not a handshake. So to reiterate now from the very first step. The very first step, of course, is the floppy fish. That's our opener. The second step is to make a declarative statement. In this case, our declarative statement is he can be Mr. Bungle.
Mr. Bungle.
Right, and then our third step is to incorporate a non-hand body part, which in this case will be putting our ear to the back of each other's knees. And then we will do our security check, of course, where we make sure
And
that
so let's
nobody
get Nicholas
is
up there.
witnessing. And then
Nick,
Nick,
why don't you hop up
yeah,
there?
Nick, come on up. Thank you. And then the final step, of course, was we're going to do a little Eskimo kiss. So we'll
Just
rub our
a quick
noses
Eskimo
together
kiss.
at the end. So
Yeah,
do you have all those
don't
steps?
Yeah,
do you have them
don't
memorized?
linger.
All
We
right,
wouldn't want
so
that.
it's floppy fish. You could be a Mr. Bungle. My knee.
To my ear,
To
and then
your
we'll do
ear.
the reverse.
And then we do
Then the
reverse,
security check.
And then the security
We have
check.
to make sure that
We have to
nobody's
make sure no
watching.
one's
us.
watching as we Eskimo kiss.
That's right.
Got it. I think I got it.
Okay, great. All right. Oh, are we ready? Great. And begin.
Oh.
He could be Mr. Bungle.
Well, I better look down this dark hallway to see what all the hubbub
Yeah, I'm
is
walking
down this
down.
hallway.
Security check,
Here
security
I go down. Oh, 2 people are there. I wonder what the business
They
they're
could be
doing
that.
is.
Oh.
Oh, they're just 2 Eskimos
Thank
in
you,
love.
Vex, that you
And thank you,
did.
Vex Venture. Thank you.
That
You
was
just
great
witnessed.
because if I was the man I was pretending to be there, I'd think those are just 2 Eskimos in love, and it's not my right to bother them.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Don't
Yeah,
bother us.
we
Keep
just look
moving.
like 2
You don't know what this
Eskimo
could turn
lovers
into.
who are having a completely handshake related
Yeah.
sort of show of
Yeah.
affection.
The
Thank you,
only-
Nick. You can have a seat.
Yeah.
Great, thank you, and thank you for that follow. Great, we're nearing the end of our secret handshake. We've got a great handshake going so far. I'm really excited. But we've got another step here, and of course that is the call and response.
Oh, wow.
So yes, give it up for the call and response.
The detail.
So this one is similar to the declarative statement, but in this part of the handshake, one member of the handshake will say something, and then the second person in the handshake will respond to that. So it's like the declarative statement, but there's a first statement and or a question
We've
perhaps.
already got someone who seems to have caught on and
Orson Welles, that's a pretty good call and
sort of like a
response.
Marco Polo.
Yeah,
thing.
sort of. Yes, that's
agree.
actually very close to what this is. It's like a Marco Polo kind of thing. So if you're in the chat, you can give us some suggestions now of what our call and response should be. Orson and Wells is a great one from Ronky742. I'm liking that. Let's get a couple more suggestions just so that we have some other things to work with. But that's a great suggestion from Ronky472.
You
Thanks
ever
for
played
that.
Marco Polo?
Me personally, no. I've actually never been in water. I actually have an allergy to water.
How do you clean?
Well, I have a sort of like a dry shower. It's like a dust that I sort of put onto myself, and then oil. I just sort of rinse it with like a thick oil.
Oh,
So we're getting some great
wow.
suggestions. We're getting some suggestions here from the chat
These
now.
are good.
Can you
These are
feel?
great.
Can you feel the noise? Dish shoveled. Billy Wilder. I'm lonely. I'm here. Let's see. Spaghetti meatballs. These are all some really great
I really
ones.
like I'm lonely, I'm here.
That is a great one. We did just take a suggestion from Dr. Reed, though, so I'd like to mix it up. Oh, that's a fun one from someone I haven't seen so far. Brain Kill Broadcast. They said Daddy wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun one. I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go with that one from user Brain Kill Broadcast. Thank you for that. So the call and response will be.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
First in there, and it's a winner.
I do really like I love you and thank you. I wish
that's good
wish
too.
we
I
had a
like it.
chance
That-
to get to that one.
If there was
but-
a way that we could go back in time,
5
that would be
seconds.
great. But
Too late.
unfortunately, we've already decided that our call and response will be Daddy wasn't there. So the first person will say Daddy. The second person will say wasn't there. So that's a great call and response. Let's go ahead and run it
so
back.
Nicholas,
all
let's
the
get
way
you
from the
back up
beginning.
there.
Nick's
Hop
back
back
up there
up.
because he did such a good job.
Nick, thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Great.
Hi, everyone.
So just to review, and if you're just joining us now, we're creating a secret handshake for the entire Everything Now community. We'll all be in a secret club together once we create this handshake and are able to communicate with one another. So there's a couple of steps in our secret handshake. Step 1 is the floppy fish. Step 2 is to make a declarative statement. In our case, this declarative statement is he can be in Mr. Bungle. The third step is to incorporate a non-hand body part. In this case, we'll be using our ears to touch each other's back of knee. After that, we'll do a security check where we will make sure that the perimeter is secure and that nobody is witnessing our secret handshake. From there, we will do something that is not a handshake, which is, in this case, to do a Eskimo kiss. And then finally, the fifth step, is to do a call and response. So I'll say Daddy, and you will say
Wasn't there.
Great.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hearing that just hang in the air is
Powerful
unreal.
stuff.
Great. So I think now that we all are ready, we can go ahead and do our secret handshake together. Are you ready, Nick?
Yeah.
Great. And begin.
He could be in Mr. Bungle.
I don't remember leaving the cellar door open. That's so strange.
Yeah, let's go down and see.
I
Before
thought I closed
I
this up
need
last
the
winter.
wine.
This doesn't make sense. This was supposed to be
Oh,
closed.
who's in the?
I'm
who's
the only
this?
one with the key to this room.
Oh, it's just Eskimos.
Oh, it's just Eskimos kissing.
Let's go back
Let's get back
upstairs.
upstairs quickly.
Up, 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 up.
What was the other one? Oh, right. Daddy.
Wasn't there.
Great.
Incredible!
Thank you for that reminder, Nick. You can have a seat now.
Thanks.
Whoa, and if you just saw that, I was starting to lose track of everything because our secret handshake is so complex, no one is going to be able to remember it. So that's crucial. You do want to be able to make sure that you can remember your own secret handshake. This is actually my very first handshake. I've never had a handshake before this. So
I'm
that's
really
why I'm struggling.
honored to touch your hand.
Thank
Oh.
you.
It means a lot to me.
Great. And it means a lot to me that you feel that way. So,
Means a
and
lot
thank
to
you,
me that
who's
two
saying
have-
HV.
this means so much to each other.
I
means
feel
a lot
like
to me that it
means a lot to
means
me
so-
that it means a lot.
Oh, and thank you, Filthy
you.
Jester,
I love
for
good
joining us.
woman.
I love-
This is great. And you guys are just in time. We're actually creating our secret handshake, and we're on the final step. So this is the very last step of our secret handshake, and then we want the complete secret handshake. Let's go ahead and go to our last step. This is the freestyle maneuver. So this is the most important part. The freestyle maneuver is the most important part of creating a secret handshake. The freestyle maneuver is anything at all. It's any action or move that can make your secret handshake unique. That's the important part. It has to be an action or something that has never been done before. That is what makes your handshake completely unique and uncopyable. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love this. This is like the surprise for my lessons.
Exactly. We are trying to surprise and disorient those who are not familiar with the handshake. So, you guys know what to do at home. Start giving us some suggestions for something that we can do that is completely freestyle, that has never been done before, or something that will throw off people from understanding what our secret handshake is.
Said tell a secret.
Tell a secret. That's a pretty fun one. I like
Brush
that.
tips into a thumb war. Drink a whole bottle of water.
These are great. These are great.
An extremely loud but whispered scream clarifies NJT's
That's
request.
interesting. Yes. Pretend to juggle your parents.
Pretend to juggle your parents.
That's. I kind of like that one. That's pretty.
That is hard to think about.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand.
It's tough to conceptualize, yeah, but
What
I
does
think
that
we
really
can.
mean? I think we like. Yeah, I kind of like. Let's try it.
Juggle your parents?
Let's try juggle
Let's
your
just all
parents.
try it, see if
Let's-
it's
yeah.
possible.
Though, let's
Let's-
pretend.
Let's all see if it's possible.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm juggling. Oh, there goes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Dad.
this is-
Oh,
this
oh,
is
Mom.
Oh, it's so uneven because my dad's freaking huge and my mom's
Much bigger than the other one,
The
yeah.
first one falls before I can even get the second one up.
I don't even have to look.
Yeah, I think that's good. You know what? We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with pretend. Oh, high knees. Wait, I do like high knees.
1980s dance high knees. I don't know
What are
that
high
means.
knees? What are high knees?
Give us a taste.
We want to see what a high knee
Explain
looks like. Yeah.
Oh, wait, high knees like.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is that what that was?
What
That's
else?
it?
What else could
I think that was good. I think that.
I don't know. I think you have to get your legs higher.
I guess that
You know, higher.
How
I'd
about
say higher.
higher?
Higher, faster.
I don't know if I can go any higher.
Higher, faster.
But you should
I
try.
think Dr. Reed is saying yes. I think the high knees is good. I think I'm really liking
Can I
it.
see it at least faster?
Faster, more
Yeah.
higher
Higher,
and faster.
faster. Higher,
and
faster.
faster.
Knees.
Let me
Open
see if
your
I can
mouth,
do it
just
higher
higher
and
and
faster.
faster.
Okay, higher and faster. Here we go. And
Oh,
Even faster than
Could,
that?
could you do it in
There
a
you
circle?
go.
Could you do
There
it in a
is.
circle?
There it
yeah,
is.
Do-
kind of give us a
There it
360.
is.
Rotate,
Okay.
rotate.
Yeah.
great. So I think that's good. I think oh
That
god.
was fun for us.
I think that's good. I think we'll add high knees as our freestyle maneuver. Great. So let's Dr.
Nicholas,
Teacher, if
get
you can
out
bring
there.
up.
Let's get Nicholas out there.
So.
Ah.
Hi guys.
So, if you're just joining us now, we are creating a secret handshake for the Everything Now Club. It has a 6-step process, 7 steps if you include checking for security. The first step, of course, if we actually, can we go back? There we go, thank you. The first step of our secret handshake is the floppy fish. The second step of our secret handshake is declarative statement, he can be in Mr. Bungle. The third step, oh, Jesus Christ. Is to incorporate a non-hand body part. So in this case, we will be touching our ears to the back of each other's knees. Great. The next step is the security check, which we'll do. Then the next step after that is to do something that is not a handshake. In this case, that will be an Eskimo kiss with our noses. Finally, the second to last step is the call and response, which I will say Daddy, and Nick will say,
Wasn't there.
great. And then finally, we will both do very high and very fast knees to finish our secret handshake.
Well,
Yeah.
Donna, let's get into
And
it.
I'm just gonna say though, just go in with the note of even higher, even faster. Nick, I want to see to the chest.
I'll do it.
Great.
I know it's possible.
So, without further ado, this is the Everything Now secret handshake.
Woo!
Nick, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
He could be in Mr. Bungle.
Oh, you know, I haven't been in a Claire's since.
Alright, let's check this clip
2001.
out. Oh, someone in this clip.
Are there's? I thought it was empty.
This was an abandoned
Oh, but there's
Claire's.
two. Oh, they're just Eskimos. Okay.
Daddy.
Wasn't there.
Yeah!
Even higher, even higher, even higher,
Faster!
even higher.
Faster!
There it is. There it is.
And thank you. Thank you. And thank you at home for that. That is the secret handshake, the Everything Now secret handshake. All of you at home are now aware of the secret handshake. You can use it with each other. If you run into each other in the streets, all you have to do is go in there with the floppy fish, and pretty soon things are going to be happening. Once again, I'm Jedley Benoit. I'm a handshake historian. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Dr. Teacher. You've been a wonderful host. And I'm really excited for the rest. Let's see, what were they saying? Great
I
work.
think they want you
fun.
to do it faster.
Oh, what do they say?
They said, but it needs to be
Let's do it
faster for a
faster.
proper clip. So yeah, they're gonna want to clip it.
They want it.
And because they want to clip it,
Faster.
I think it's only fair if we have you go
Great.
even faster. And if I can throw in a note to go
And
with
maybe
that.
you guys should also come. No, I think
it
so.
would be distracting.
No, I think you should really come out here.
Here's what note I'll have go with it. Higher. Even
we should
higher.
all show up.
In addition to the fast cut.
I think that we should have both pairs up there. It'll be
So we'll
Jackson
do it?
and
Yes,
Jay.
let's all do the
Let's all
secret
try it.
handshake.
Let's all try it.
Let's all try it. And let's just make sure when we're kicking, we're really kicking.
Right, and I'm not wearing shoes, so really
Watch out for
that.
toes and watch out for
Watch out for
knees.
toes. Let's spread out.
Okay, so one last
Can we rush through
refresher.
the whole thing?
One last
We're gonna-
refresher for
let's do
everybody.
Windows, okay?
Windows.
You come forward.
So,
There you go. There we
okay,
go.
so, step 1, the floppy fish.
You'll be visible.
Step 2, declarative statement. He can be in Mr. Bungle. Step 3, incorporate a non-body part hand. In this case, ear to back of knee.
Okay.
Step 4,
I will do that.
Step 4 is the security check.
Okay.
So we check for the security, make sure that the perimeter is secure.
Nobody's here. And if Dr. Teacher, you could be our potential threat that comes in.
Great. Step 5.
Got it.
Step 5 is the hand, not something that is not a handshake. In this case, it'll be the Eskimo kiss.
Eskimo kiss. Okay.
Great. Step 6, the call and response. So one person will say "Daddy," and the next person will say "Wasn't there."
You say wasn't there.
If you forget, just let me know. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
And so the final step, of course, is fast, high knees.
Fast, tiny.
Extremely fast.
That should be the fastest point.
Great. So
Sonic the freaking hedgehog. Sonic the freaking hedgehog.
like Sonic the freaking Hedgehog.
Sonic.
Okay.
Or Apollo the speed skater.
Nick, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jackson, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Jackson?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do
Chat,
it.
are
Great.
you ready?
Chat, are you ready?
Let's do it.
I'll take it.
Okay, great. So, on the count of 3, we will be doing the Everything Now secret handshake. 1, 2, 3. You could be Mr. Bungle.
I was gonna go ahead and do my grocery shopping. Wait. What's going on over here? Am I seeing? Are those criminals? Are they gonna hurt me? Oh, they're just lovers. Oh.
Daddy. Wasn't there.
Wasn't there.
Oh God.
Higher! Faster!
Oh, it's a game. I gotta get out of here.
And that's the Everything Now secret handshake. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I think I rolled something.
It's hard.
Oh, thank you guys. My name is Judley Benoit. That was a secret handshake. Take it away, Dr. Teacher. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Woo.
I'm exhausted myself. Hold on. Jeez Louise, I'm exhausted myself. Just leaning myself against the glass here. Good gravy. What a handshake. I'm excited to see that out in the world. Here's hoping. Welcome everybody for just joining us, or we just saw that last segment. Welcome to the Club of Everything Now. I'm Dr. Teacher, the leader of this club of knowledge and filling skulls with information. I'm a brain in a jar. Pretty cool, right? Well, so far we've learned about history of handshake. We've built our own handshake. We've learned about security of a club and what it means to bounce someone out without using brawn, but brain. Like me. I'm a brain. Pretty cool, huh? Well, before we get to our final presenter, if you will, we're going to bring on back an old friend here. They're a tattoo artist, and we're just going to establish some more special ink for our Everything Now Club members, that is subscribers. Here, let's bring back Aristotle Ozarski.
There he is.
Where's he going?
Where's he going? Oh, he's got.
Aristotle.
Hey.
I can't find my gun.
Where's the tattoo gun?
Where's the tattoo gun?
Who's got my gun? Do you guys take my gun?
No.
I see it.
Hey. If I don't get my gun in 5 seconds,
5, 4, 3. Come on, dude. 2.
What's going on?
1.
Catch!
Oh! That could have been bad.
Thank you guys. We did it. Welcome back to the Everything Now Inc. Club, as I call it.
Sorry, I just got to cross.
That's fine, don't worry about it. You're crossing! My bro's in the film industry. Oh, that burns. So, we got ourselves here Teddy, dude I found near the dumpster. You can see here, we've been inking them up with the names of subscribers to Everything Now. Subscribed viewers who pay cashola, moolah, to watch this show as it happens. Got Cool Strong Guy, and also, hey, don't tell anybody I showed you this.
Oh,
But
no.
Walt, big old bubble letters.
Naughty, naughty.
I kind of misspelled the name Plate, if you will, but it's bubble letters. That's pretty sick.
So you're telling me that if I subscribe to this channel, the Everything Now show, that I would have my username tattooed on that van?
Handshake guy gets it. Handshake guy gets it. In fact,
That's
well,
pretty cool.
me and Teddy are gonna try the handshake right now. Okay. So what was it again?
Floppy fish. We'll talk you through it.
Okay, floppy fish, right there, and
He
then
can be
you can be. He could be a Mr. Bungle, sick band by the way.
Now put his, yep.
Oh, easy.
Now, let me just go check what's in this wine cellar. I've always wondered if there's actual wine in here, or if it's just an old basement. It's interesting, 'cause sometimes they leave bottles behind from old residents. Oh, it's just some Eskimos. It's just two Inuits kissing. Oh, no.
Daddy wasn't there. Jeez.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
This is a bad idea, Steve. This is a bad idea.
There you go.
Great.
Wow! You're part of the club, baby!
And you earned that.
So, any other subscribers out there watching? If you are out there, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and ink our buddy Teddy up with my sick tattoo gun.
Thanks for that comment.
Filthy Jester. Yo.
You're awesome. You are very awesome, my friend. You are super awesome.
I love it. I'm getting a little emotional. I'm missing my brother a little bit.
So what other subscribers do we have that we can tattoo
Dr.
onto this
Teacher, you
man?
know anybody?
We have a guy named
Marcuson.
Marcuson? Alright, cool. Alright, Marcuson's not watching right now as far as I know. Are the 12-step meetings on Twitch? If you see one, let me know.
Hey, I got an idea for Marcuson, since he's not here.
What's up?
Can you make his name kind of like dripping?
Ooh, okay.
It's wet.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. But where? Remember,
Let's put it on his back.
Back.
'cause we haven't,
The backside.
done anything
It's
on his
too
back yet.
clean.
Tramp
Clean
stamp?
slate.
Tramp stamp?
So like
Yeah, maybe a
it's
tramp
a physical
stamp.
object and someone has dunked it in water and it's now...
okay.
Well, it'd be more like creeping blood melting.
It's almost like you printed out a plaque. It's almost like you printed out a plaque and then you dropped it in a swimming pool and you're like, oh, let me pick that up. And then it's while you're holding it.
Okay.
Right. So do you want it to be
That's
on
what
a
you were
plaque?
thinking.
Sure.
Okay, I'll take it. I was gonna say like a knife, maybe.
Knife,
Yeah.
knife. Now that's interesting.
plaque.
All
Do
right.
what your gut tells you.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
let's get that back covered.
Let's get it going.
All right. So let's get
Oh,
this
wow.
gun on.
God knows my back's covered in tattoos.
You got it. Cool.
Oh, that is sounding painful.
Oh! It must be hard for him to see what's going on right on his trachea.
Hey, you stop it. You wanted this, okay? You signed up for it, buddy. They come in sober. They're like, yeah, I want to follow my ankle. And they start screaming like a baby. So we got a knife, and it's just dripping. We got,
That's
Some
blood.
interesting comments about starting up a kind of 12-step program on Twitch. You guys want to do that? Hell yeah! That's a cool idea, and I think we all secondly support it.
Absolutely. I think Dr. Teacher could do it again or something like that one day.
Yeah, maybe the teacher will do that. But also, if you want to, go for it.
But Filthy Jester is making a good point that it has to be a safe space, so maybe Twitch isn't quite the best place
Yeah,
for something
that's
like
true.
that.
Good point. Good point.
True that, true that, true that, true that,
We
true
want you
that.
guys here to know.
Hey, how's that tattoo looking?
Oh, it's good. All
Oh,
right.
it's dripping so much.
Stop screaming. The gun's off. All right.
That is a
Let's
wet knife.
show that tattoo to our friends at home.
That knife is soaked.
And
Come
maybe even
closer,
like
closer,
really,
closer,
like
closer.
much
wet it is.
closer.
Tilt him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Marison.
Marcuson.
Marcuson.
Great. So that's another subscriber whose name has been immortalized on the back of our good friend.
Immortalized.
What's his name again?
Marcuson.
No, the
Oh, Teddy.
Teddy.
I just thought of that off the bat. I
Terry
don't,
for
I
some
don't
reason.
Yeah, he looks almost like a
He
Terry.
kind of does look like a Terry.
It's the mustache.
But yet he's not. Yet he's not
Anyway.
Terry.
And he never can be.
Hey, man. That's what Teddy sounds like. Great. So do you want to do one more
Let's
name
see,
on this
yeah.
body?
Is there one more subscriber?
Who else do we got? Oh, you guys watch wrestling?
you're
The
at home
F5?
and
You
you
know
go-
this thing? Come on.
Oh,
I knew he was a
Wow,
wrestler.
so strong.
Brock Lesnar.
Teddy's had a smile through this whole process, and I want to give it up to him because.
Let's give a round of applause to
Round of
Teddy.
applause for Teddy, 'cause it sounds painful, and he is. He's keeping a positive attitude.
Just scramble faces and voices, LOL. Oh,
I
no.
think they're
Well, that's
still
my
kind of
vape.
pitching this 12-step thing in the chat. Which
Word.
again, we support.
oh, we
And-
got another name here.
I sure del.
I sure do.
I sure do.
So that gets me thinking about like a computer.
Whoa!
What do you want, buddy?
Thank you, what
What
a
do you
disaster.
All right,
want?
what a disaster. You're here, so we
get
want
to
to hear what
pick
you
it
think.
now.
Let's do the damn thing. Damn right. All right, what do you want? And where do you what do you want? Where do you want it?
What do you want?
Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it?
What do you want? Where do you want?
Oh,
What do you want? Where do you want?
What
What do you want?
What is
Where
that
do you
here?
want?
What
What
do
do
you
you want? Where do you
Ah,
want?
ah,
Anything a stylized
W under.
That is a great suggestion.
Is
Thank
this
you.
just the W? Okay,
And
all
also,
right.
Did we get the other one? Iserdell? Did we put Iserdell on?
Isodel's not here, dude.
We'll get him next
Isodel's
time.
not here, dude.
That's
I'll be
okay.
back around. I'll be back around.
I like the
I
face
like to think that
tattoo.
I'm a fixture on this show now, and that's kind of fucking weird. So let's get this W for what a disaster on here. Stylized W
Just
under
a
the
long
eye.
W under the
He didn't
eye.
say what type of style, but
All
Oh, here
right.
we go, here we go.
dealer's choice.
Well, I can see in some of that Teddy and Teddy's eyes. I can see that it's somebody's pierced
Oh my god. Oh.
I can hear the screams all the way over here on camera.
Guys,
his
Is it worth
cornea
it?
is leaking into his pupil, it looks
I
like.
know this is about Teddy right now, but I also really don't want to breathe past our natural chemistry as style bands.
I think that really was
I
impressive.
was into that. I was into that. Yeah.
Maybe we should do the stomp now.
It felt like a song.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you know. All right, stop. So.
Oh.
Let's
I don't
get
know
over.
if
let's
you
see
can
the
I
reveal.
don't know if you can see.
Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
tiny
Maybe bring
W.
it over to this, the
You know what? I'm
this
gonna pop
camera.
over to the.
Come on over here to the panel
yeah.
so that we can
So
really
the
get a
panel
clear
cam,
look.
just oh.
Let's take
There it
a
is.
look.
That's a W that
Not
turned
like an M,
into
that's a
a
W.
W turned into a marijuana leaf. It's smoking a joint, and it's got a puff.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
wow,
That's
wow, wow, wow. Thank you, what a disaster.
Thank
Just Teddy's just straight dabbing. Teddy's just straight dabbing right now.
Where do you want it?
What do you want? Where do you want it?
What do you want? Where do you want? How do you want?
What do you want? What do you want?
Where do you want? What do you want?
Dr. Reed, we gotta tell her.
Tell us what you want and where you want it.
Oh my God.
That's great. And also, we're out of focus over here on the panel. I don't know how to bring it
That was
back.
all completely my fault.
there a way to bring us
yeah,
back
it's
into
just like,
focus?
hey, over here.
Oh
Come on,
my
look
God.
up.
Hey.
All right, well, what do you want? Where do you want it?
Yeah, what? Don't make us
Other
sing
way,
again. Where do you want it?
There it is.
There we go.
I'm not the most gifted beatboxer, but
Whoa.
my name and his shield on his ribs.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
Straight for the ribs. Straight for the ribs.
great choice. Great choice, Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed. All right, so let's turn this machine on, baby.
And
Not getting any ink.
oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Harry's just got kind of smart. It's so admirable.
And guys, I do know this is a battery,
It felt like we were trying to recreate.
Yeah,
some magic.
Sloppy.
It was like trying to cup water in there.
Exactly. It was a moment, and you can't go back in time.
You knew how good it felt the first time. And it's like freaking drag.
Yeah, exactly. You want it. Memory is very experience.
Stop screaming. I'm done. Stop screaming. Stop
I
screaming.
feel like we're in our
Hey.
heads about it.
How's the
Hey,
tattoo?
let's take a look
I'm
at
good,
that
yeah.
tattoo.
So let's get this thing going right here. I gotta go to the main camera, I think.
We'll fix the focus.
Can you fix it? All right, good. All right, cool. So,
Wow. That is looking great. Congratulations, Dr. Reed, on that beautiful tattoo.
this is what you pay for.
Doc. You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. I can't do another song right now. I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot.
One hit wonder.
Ba. Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'm glad you like it. That's what you get when you join the Everything Now Club, okay?
What a segment. What a magical
I
segment.
mean, who could have guessed the ups and the downs?
Who'da thunk? Truly, who'da thunk?
That was
Well,
beautiful.
Dr. Teacher, I think, we're good for now. We got 2 new subscribers. That's so sick.
Human on the monkey's shoulders.
Yeah, right, just a little bit. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here. I don't know if I'm coming back or not, but we'll say hi to Teddy one more time, and enjoy the rest of the show, folks.
Thanks, Aristotle. Wow,
That was wild.
that was crazy. Thank you, Aristotle. I've never seen something like that in all my life. I've never been a part of something so magical.
I never felt the music in me like that.
Truly.
Like,
And thank you at home in the chat.
Wow.
You guys have really been carrying us through this episode. You guys mean a lot to
we
us.
sounded the call, and you gave the response.
You really
Response.
delivered.
Yeah.
Let's keep this show rolling,
I'm-
right? Let's do it.
I'm so moved right now by the support out there. This is an educational show. It's important that we teach the kids and everyone else out there about things such as clubs and food and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, What a Disaster and Dr. Reed, for subscribing. You're real heroes. Love you guys very much. Worth every penny? I'm glad you think so. Let's keep it up then. We have our final presenter over here. They are a community organizer. We're going to go ahead and get them out here on the stage. Hopefully they'll teach us something else to build the Everything Now Club. Please let us all welcome G. Lenny Tuckett.
Hey, everybody! What's up? It's me. I'm G. Lenny Tuckett, and I'm here to rap with you guys for a minute. So let me pull up a chair.
You gonna rap?
No, not a literal rap, but just like talk.
I think it means like the kids say it.
I'm gonna pull up a chair, and I'm the kind of guy who sits on a chair backwards. I wish I had a better chair for that, but so what's up, guys? It's me, G. Lenny. I was hired by Dr. Teacher to help us build a club. I'm a community organizer, and my work with clubs is extensive. So if we could pull up the slide there.
Give me a second over here. I'm just getting ready.
Yeah, it's no problem. So a little bit about me. I have no consciousness. I don't exist as an individual entity. I am a group, and I shift in and out of other groups as I
Here's
need.
the audio.
Well, the audio seems to be accompanying my presentation. So yeah, like I said, don't exist, just kind of float into other sort of collective consciousness. And let's
do this.
Let's do it. So here's some of my work. As you can see, I'm established. I've made a lot of groups and a lot of clubs, and it's fun and it's cool.
Oh wait, what's
And
that
so if we
one?
can just roll right on through, why join a club? And I know we have a lot of, so much time in the world, and it's like, do I even need this? Well, there's a lot of reasons to join a club. Have a fun time with enlightened people was one we got into. Win big points with God is another big one. And then exclusively flying dreams is another thing you can have, and we all like that. And so that's like a cool one to have. So
Someone's asking if you're single.
Yeah, are you single?
Technically, I'm in a polyamorous relationship with 400 Burmese men.
Oh.
But we're exclusive. So, I mean, we can talk about it another time. So we're making our club count. We're making our club count, folks. And the way we do that is have a cause, express yourself, learn truths, stick together, believe in something. That's how we make clubs good, and that's how we have clubs necessary. And if you need help remembering that, I have a helpful anagram. Hellsba. Wait, one sec. We got a little too ahead of ourselves. So Hellsba is the anagram. And if you need help with Hellsba, this is where we go on to the next. To hit the next. So it's Hellsba, will stand for, of course, Hell's Bells by AC/DC. And if you need help remembering that.
Thank you.
I should also point out if at any time anyone subscribes during this, we will have the Tattoo Man come back out and set Teddy up, so don't feel like you missed the window. Anyway, so Hell's Bells by AC/DC, which if you need to remember AC/DC, it's always climb down Corey.
Okay.
And if Corey, you wouldn't think Corey necessarily, so it's Corey, who's Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World, and there's another anagram should you need it. So that's how you can remember how to make your clubs count. So Dr. Teacher hired me to work with us and to figure out what kind of club we want to be, as again, G. Lee Tuckett, the community organizer. And so let's get down to what we want this to be.
And we should acknowledge that comment from user Dr. Reed, who's asking, can this be the Andrew Garfield lookalike?
I can speak on this. So one of my recent clubs was a group of coffee baristas in the greater North Hollywood area that, in an effort to become more marketable, all kind of transformed ourselves into sort of like vaguely scrawny celebrity-looking people.
Okay, so who were the other guys?
Oh, we had Andrew Garfield, obviously, and then there was like a young Friday Night Lights era Ryan Gosling, but he's still kind of wimpy.
Yeah.
He's not buff.
He was pretty scrawny.
Very scrawny.
Buff. That's it. Jay Brasheal. Jay Brasheal is the other guy.
What?
Jay Brasheal? I don't know how to say it.
The How to Train Your Dragons guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Baruchel.
He's Canadian. We don't know.
That's a fun way to say it.
Gosling and Remember the Titans, or was it?
No, yeah, just Remember the Titans.
Remember the
It's
Titans.
not Friday
It
Night
wasn't Friday Night Lights?
No, he's Sunshine. Remember, he's the quarterback in Remember the
You're
Titans.
right.
If you're having a scrawny guy,
No,
you
he's
gotta,
not Sunshine.
you gotta have one of those Big Bang Theory boys.
Folks, if I could, so we're trying to make the club, and
thank you for that comment, NJ Cheese
thanks,
Live.
NJ Cheese Live, and again, we don't know what NJ stands for. So, let's start with question 1, ladies and gentlemen. Having a cause. So, we want to have a cause for our club. What's our club about?
Ooh.
And let's vote on it. We can be spiritual enlightenment. We can be getting a spaceship and taking it around. We can be help Dr. Teacher make babies, or we can be creating a network of sitcom stars. So, any of those.
Throw those votes in the chat.
Throw those votes in the chat. And
Type the number you want.
it's
1,
really whatever
2,
you want to
3,
do.
or 4.
They're all good options.
Whatever number you choose, you can type that digit into the chat, and it will count your vote.
Someone's saying I sound like the guy from 8 Crazy Nights. I think they're thinking of Whitey. I think the characters are thinking of.
I think you're right.
Looks like we've got 3 votes so far, and they're all for. Oh, there we go.
Now it's switching up.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Nobody likes spiritual
It's like
enlightenment,
watching
though.
a sports game.
Hey! Follow me.
Let's get him out here.
Hold everything.
What do you want?
Here we go. What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it?
Where do you want it?
I got my gun.
Thank you, Bommy.
Bommy.
You just choose where you want it.
So, for those of you in the chat who aren't familiar, we tattoo subscribers' names onto this beautiful man right here.
And while we're waiting, can I just say worst of the 3? I mean, I like the effort.
Yeah, it gets
I
worse.
I'd say it was barely a song. I'd say it was barely a
I
song.
blacked it
I
out.
think we gotta try it.
No commitment, a lot of copping out on my end, and I'll admit that.
I'm exhausted. I was at the
First
crafty
through.
truck. I was resting. I thought we were done, but
Not yet, not
y'all
yet.
out there still loving the show.
Chasing the
We
dragon.
love you. Oh God, I was not aware.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't
We have to-
realize
So you
really
just
have
gave
to-
us.
any of that was going to happen.
All right,
That's
that's
great.
fair. That's fair.
Well,
Well.
I was confused. We just stopped a
All right,
presentation.
let's have so Bobby, you probably came in here enjoying what you were
Where do
seeing.
you want it?
It
Just
made
like
you
wanted more
subscribe
of
and
it.
wanted more of that.
Well, we stopped what was happening. We stopped what you were enjoying so that you could now choose
Where you want it
what you
tattooed.
would like to have tattooed onto that naked man. So,
And if
Wanted
you-
to, like,
Your
let
choice.
us indulge in this kind of song we stumbled into.
And
yeah.
and if you're not prepared, you can get help from the chat if other people have ideas
Yeah.
for you.
Yes. So Bommy. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, that's right, Bommy. Right. You got the last name.
Did
and
I
you
was in the chat?
You
Yeah.
promised you would sub. So
Well,
Bommy.
dabs to you.
If you have any ideas at all for what you would like to have tattooed
What?
on Teddy, and where you would like it tattooed.
And where?
Bicep.
Name on the right bicep.
Name on the right bicep.
Any-
Great choice.
Any fonts requests?
Any style or font?
If you had an S in your name, I would draw the Stussy S. You know, the cool one.
Wow, great.
That's a great
It's a
suggestion
sick
from
one.
user Chronozone, who says
Big,
a big,
massive
massive wiener.
wiener.
User Chronozone, if you subscribe, you can choose that to be your tattoo.
You can make me a
That's a great
professional
motivator.
tattoo artist tattoo a wiener onto our
Gothic.
friend.
Gothic. Very bold choice.
Great.
All right,
So make it like pointy.
Yeah, point.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Very jagged.
Lots of serifs.
Exactly.
You know a lot about fonts.
Plethora
Weird.
of serifs.
Get that serif.
Well,
He's a bouncer.
Yeah. Well, what else do you need to know?
Great, and so here's the sound of the tattoo.
Oh,
That really
Calm
sounds like
down,
a,
man. It's not that bad.
I didn't squeal like that. I got my tattoo. Sorry,
Yes, at the end of the stream, we will show all of the tattoos that we've added to Teddy. And this is Teddy, not Terry. Oh my God! Wait, no, that's not a subscription.
followers,
I got really excited.
Thank you.
Thank you
we love
anyway.
you. What
We-
the fuck? Yeah, no, thank you for the follow.
Thank
yes.
you. Did anyone catch that name?
Just don't you dare sing a song about it, because that was
Shout out
not
in the chat.
Yeah.
Whoever just followed us.
followed us,
Say something in the chat.
say something in the chat, and we'll shout out your name. And thank you for that. We got so excited, man.
It's a good day.
Thank you for following. And right now, if you're just joining us, we're tattooing the names of subscribers onto our mascot, Teddy. This is our tattoo artist, our in-house tattoo artist.
I'm Aristotle Ozarski.
Aristotle Ozarski. And right now, our good friend Bommy has subscribed to us, and so we are tattooing a gothic illustration of their name onto the arm of Teddy.
Yeah, but you know, you gave me Gothic, and then started doing points, and then that's kind of all I got. So I'm
Hey,
hoping you like it.
I'm sure they'll love it.
Yeah.
Bring it over here.
I'm
Let's
a
take a
real-
look at that tattoo.
All right, so Teddy's wondering, have you seen a beach ball this big in that direction? There it is.
As soon as he let his arm unfold.
Yeah.
Now
It's
that
crazy how he can just tuck it away like that.
Yeah.
that
And,
is gothic if I've ever seen it.
One of the Disasters asking, does Teddy have a job that is cool with all these tattoos? Oh, I hope he doesn't work at freaking Disneyland.
Oh, and there's What a Disaster's tattoo right there.
Beautiful.
That
That's
is a
W,
great looking
that's a
tat.
marijuana leaf.
Can't
Smoking
sell
joints.
real estate like that.
Bommy is saying they love it and well done. So really good job. Thank you, Aristotle. And thank you, Bommy. And thank you to everybody else.
All right, so back to what you wanted to see when you got here.
Yeah, that's what they all signed up for. All right, I'll see you all later. If someone else subscribes, I guess I'm back. I'm just gonna hop back in.
And now back to the presentation.
So we were rapping for a minute. We were discussing. We were figuring out what our club is. And we seem to be. We're a doctor teacher makes babies. So.
God, that voice
You are
is.
so quiet.
What?
You speak up.
I'm speaking very loud.
There it is.
There you go.
So we're at Help Doctor Teacher Make Babies.
Come down a little bit. Come down.
Great.
You're good. Don't worry.
Oh, more
Oh,
votes.
we've got
It's
some
on,
voters.
folks. It's
Oh,
on.
Drunk Stepdad. I haven't seen that
Hey.
name. Welcome, Drunk
Welcome.
Stepdad.
Well,
Don't
so
get
we
too
have
crazy.
our first information about our club. We're gonna help Dr. Teacher make babies.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you
Now,
so
this
much.
means we are a polyamorous club. It doesn't always work out that way, but the chat seemed to want it. You're all married to each other now, and just be aware of that. Don't, treat each other the way you want to be treated by your spouse. So, next up, what should our mascot be? And this one,
Ooh.
I want to leave it open-ended. I want the chat to chime in here with what they think a good mascot can be. Some examples of mascot: Big Rock. Big Rock's an example.
Big Rock.
Like the sun with like sunglasses on and like he's giving you thumbs up.
Bummy is suggesting that a Velociraptor be our mascot.
That's cool.
That's
And
pretty
maybe there's
Little
something
tiny
about him. Maybe there's
arms.
something that makes the Velociraptor interesting.
Huh?
A book. Oh, because
Sex Master Andrew Garfield.
Sex Master Andrew Garfield.
that's a pretty fun one too.
A 2002 Ford Focus.
Yeah, what is this after? That's a great suggestion.
Bug. We got Bug.
Bug. I like the simplicity of Bug.
Bug is
I like that
good.
because that's my name, man.
Yeah.
Jackson
I
Big
do
Bug.
like 2002 Ford Focus.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
That is a great one. So what do we think that?
Yeah,
I think.
I like that.
What do you? Hey, you're the expert.
You're the expert,
you
so-
gotta
I
make a
just
decision.
want the chat happy. It's their club. They should be.
So either 2002 Ford Focus or.
I should also point out I am not Mickey Mouse. I was in a club recently where we all got surgery done to our larynxes, and this was sort of the unintentional outcome. So there we go. There it is.
That's a great looking vehicle.
And that's our club mascot.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think that's right. Great.
Beautifully done.
That was a good
Beautifully done.
suggestion. Late coming in there, Boyish Giggle, who I haven't seen in the chat recently, to name it Carl.
We can name it Carl. We can't make it a 2004 Honda Civic though, unfortunately, because it is already a 2002
Ford Focus.
Although we could say that the 2002 Ford Focus is named Carl. Maybe it's our mascot. Okay,
It's named
great.
Carl,
okay,
the
great.
2002
Carl.
Ford
So
Focus.
our mascot is a 2002 Ford Focus named Carl.
Carl.
Great.
Alright, so you guys don't want to screw around anymore. You don't want to
2002.
mess around. Let's get into the meat of our club here. So when we're learning these truths, are we a secret? Let's pull it up because we're looking for, are we for the enlightened only, or is it a spread the good word kind of thing?
Okay, and so is this like
I
a
just want to
poll?
remind
or-
people I am not Andrew Garfield, I'm not Mickey Mouse. I know.
Yeah, you kind of sound like Mickey.
All evidence would point to
evidence is
the.
suggesting a lot of that information, but it's
And
just
Findable Chicken, that's a
it's a
that's a new
series
name
of
that I haven't
clubs.
seen. Great, so is this a poll or is this what are we
Waiting
doing
on
here?
the poll. We're just
Oh, okay,
waiting
we're
on the
just making a
poll.
poll. Great, and so and
So-
welcome Findable Chicken.
Keep in mind too, we're a sex club. We're a club.
Don't be so gentle about it.
To be fair, we're not technically a sex club. We're a club that's about making babies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And does Dr. Teacher even have sex to make babies?
he will for this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the question we're trying to figure out here is, wouldn't we want more people? Otherwise, you're getting a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
it's gonna
like
be hard.
cousins, and it gets a little.
But the more people you have, the less people take it seriously sometimes.
That's
Because then
true.
the new
That's
people
true.
just want a
you could get a
bandwagon.
really devoted sex club that would like really care about.
And it's just like 3 people.
It's a great point,
Very
Nicholas.
devoted, though.
It's a really great point.
That's a great point, yeah.
So.
Great, and so this poll is almost ready. Oh, there it is.
Bam. And so,
Are we a
Are we a
secret?
secret
enlightened or
club?
spread the good word, and that's. And
I'm
I'll just
thinking if.
remind you, the more people, the less, the more variety of people to have sex with. I guess for Dr. Teacher though only, not for anyone else.
Yeah, because it's just Dr.
It's
Teacher
just
who's
Dr.
having babies.
Teacher.
But other people can have sex. It's just not for the
Oh.
purpose of making the babies.
Oh, in the cult, outside the cult, it's
Great.
our club, anything you want to do.
Wow, this is a close poll.
It's like
It's
watching
tight.
a freaking
It's a tight race. Let's see. So
Can we come down to the
looks-
next
Two
vote?
horses
The next
of
vote,
similar
basically.
strength.
I picked
Okay,
3.
So
Boyish Giggle is really going
Going for it.
off the grid with
I'm
the
all for
3
being
vote.
elitist. That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
7 votes, somehow a tie. Don't understand
Yeah,
what's
that's
going
kinda
on
confusing.
there.
You somehow had 1 job and you clicked 3.
Is it
One more.
settling?
It looks like
One
maybe
more?
the votes are
Come on,
starting
vote,
to...
vote, vote.
One more?
Moment of truth.
4,
3.
Will anybody get in under the wire?
Oh, there you go.
Wow!
But only
Sealed
to
it.
push push it further.
There it is.
And that's, I think, the right
That is
choice.
the correct
That's the
answer.
right choice.
Good call. Good call. It's better to be an opener club, especially when you're having all the sex. You don't want to be doing that just with each other. So let's get the next question. We know this much about us. We want to have Dr. Teachers have many babies, and we're a secret, and our mascot is a 2002 Ford Focus named Carl. This is the information we have so far.
Sounded great.
We
So
know.
next
Sounded
up,
good.
where do we all sleep? Dr. Teacher's summer cabin, one big bed in heaven at our respective houses' cabin. And so we're just gonna vote on those options and think about as you're voting here.
And so the poll is being created, but you can already start deciding
You can
which
already
of
Think
these.
about it.
thinking about
Start thinking about it. I'm
one
liking.
big bed.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
one
lot.
big bed in heaven though, because one bed is
I'd
a
make
small
the sex
space.
pretty
Let me
fluid.
say, I've been
But
in my
heaven sounds
share,
nice.
my fair share of one bed clubs. No one does the sheets. Everyone
Oh.
thinks someone else will do the
Oh.
sheets.
That is something that I didn't even think about.
There's the
And
poll.
that is always a
poll
thing
is
you have
up.
to deal
There it
with.
is. Vote, vote, vote.
So where do we all sleep?
And that's a lot of cabins. Maybe.
Let's
Maybe
see.
that's a
It is
lot.
a
I'm not-
1, 2, 3, or 4.
This summer cabin sounds amazing.
Yeah, the summer cabin, or there's also just the regular cabin. Whoa!
Ooh, thank you for
I
the
want
follow.
Pirate Booty. I want Pirate Booty. Thank you for
And
that
is a
follow.
follow, and thank you.
And
Come on in.
a
Not
reminder
be singing.
to new followers and anyone who's just now joining the stream, if you do subscribe to our channel at any point,
we will stop.
we will stop the entire show and we
Whether
will
you
tattoo.
tattoo
it's going
your-
to happen or not.
We will tattoo your screen name or
Whatever you want.
whatever you want onto
man.
onto a man named Teddy. So
Oh,
that
we got
that
a
is
neck-
an
we got a
open.
neck and neck
open door.
competition
Tie
between
vote.
Dr. Teacher's summer cabin and one big bed in heaven. What's it gonna be?
One more
Oh,
vote.
a lot of choices to make. This is a
No.
tough one.
Running out of time, running out of time.
You
Pick
live
one.
with these
If you haven't voted,
answers.
pick one,
If
pick
you
one.
just joined the chat, make a vote.
Someone's
One.
got to break this
What's
tie.
it gonna be?
4.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Hey, what do you want? Hey, what do you want?
What do you want? Where do you want it? Where do you want it? Where do you want it? Boys,
What do you want? Hey, what do you want?
Boys, giggle. Boys, giggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright!
Thank you. And-
Boys, giggle!
Oh, and there's a question also from Terror Horror H. Jelm. This is not a cult yet, but it really seems like it's going that way.
It's
so
getting
stay
real
tuned.
weird up in here.
It's not a cult yet, so stick around though, because you never know what could happen. But right now we have some important business to attend to. We just got a subscriber, Boyish Giggle. Thank you for subscribing.
And so Bonnie kind of gets what we were going for the first time now, and that's good. So you can kind of see why
Yeah.
that happened.
Now it's starting to make sense.
So every time we get a subscriber, your name goes right on this man, Teddy.
So,
So,
while we wait,
Boyish
can I
Giggle,
just
neck?
say,
All right.
probably
That
second
was
best.
good.
One
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
neck.
pretty good.
Any fonts ideas or?
It was just
Hey,
No, and thanks for the follow.
Hey.
too.
you give us money and then you follow
Wow,
us.
that is interesting.
God, it's
Yoo-hoo.
like breakfast before. No, wait. Dinner before breakfast.
Dinner before
Sure.
breakfast.
All right, Lloyd,
Dessert
you want it.
before
Where do you
brunch.
want it?
All right, so
What
you
does
said
he
Boy
want?
Jiggle wants it on the neck. And what do you want?
And what do you want?
You can get your name. You can get anything else. I'm an open book. Also, I'm a tattoo artist. Comic Sans.
Comic Sans, great choice.
Great
So
choice.
no
Great.
serifs
Great
this time.
And the name Boyish Giggle. Easy. Boyish Giggle in Comic Sans.
I can do that.
On the neck.
I can do that.
Oh, you're talking.
There's that.
There's my machine.
That's
It's working.
an interesting
That's pretty funny.
It's
Cross
kind of
streaming.
like dinner before
Yeah,
breakfast.
great suggestion.
But like, dinner before breakfast, you're gonna go hungry, am I right? No, you don't. It's not that you that song was
Yeah,
good.
that was
That
really
song
I feel
Think-
like we got less in our heads about it then.
Oh,
Oh, and
hey!
thank you. J.K. Raymer 5.
JK could be
Thank you.
anything.
Thank you,
Not
J.K.
gonna
Raymer
get-
5.
JK
Could
could
also
be
be Jay Kramer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jay Kramer.
Could be
That's
Jay
right.
And some
Where's
Bonnie
the
is saying
desert, though?
soundboard guy, and I'm not sure what that's referring to because we don't use a soundboard here.
This is just my
That's-
tattoo gun. He's just being a little bitch.
The real life sounds of Teddy screaming in pain.
He's got the final details here.
Everything that you see today is real.
It's the only way to get tattooed.
That is looking painful. Yikes.
Looks like.
Yikes.
Oh, you know, a lot of people asking where's dessert though. I'm pretty sure I mean dessert.
I think they mean dessert.
Well, if you're
All right.
dessert. Yeah, because if you're really screwing
Well, it looks
with the
like
rules.
it's done.
There it is. There it is.
Let's take a look at that tattoo.
Here, guys.
Oh.
Want to see my new fresh ink?
Oh, that is
Wow.
Thugadelic. Thugadelic.
Boyish Giggle, that is one nice looking tattoo.
Oh,
Congratulations.
wow.
You Hey, Teddy's all right, right? Teddy's all right. You doing
looking
doing
great.
okay, guy?
Hi, Jay Kramer.
Hi, J.K. Kramer.
Hi, J.K.
Kramer.
Kramer.
Oh, J.K.
Hey.
Raymer.
J.K. Raymer.
Hey.
Just
John
kidding.
Kramer.
It's Ray.
John Kramer.
Hi, John Kramer.
Pleasure to meet you.
Great.
Pleasure to meet you all. Boyish Giggle, congratulations.
Yes.
He's a thug. Look at him right now. One
Reminder,
dab,
if
two
anybody
dab,
else
three
subscribes,
dab, four dab,
we will tattoo anything you want onto this
double dab.
blow.
Ah.
All right, folks. I'll see you again later if you subscribe again. Keep enjoying the show.
All right, so back to
And back to the club, making a club.
with.
And we just voted on
Gee.
something. What did we vote on again?
And so we
Let's
were just
recap.
rapping.
Yeah, let's recap. Where were we?
Let's get back in. So we gotta finish this. We got a real neck and neck race going down here.
Maybe John Kramer
we gotta
can
get an
vote
answer to it. So.
for the.
Oh wow. So
Oh yeah, it looks like it was a tie.
Seems like it was a bit of a tie. So
we got a tie.
Last
Is there
second-
no,
last
is there
second
no
votes?
going back?
Oh, that throws it
no,
out.
the poll has been completed, unfortunately.
So why don't we get
Well, I see
someone?
Boyish Giggle is picked two.
They're trying. The poll was closed
So,
already. So
ladies
two.
and gentlemen, one big bet in heaven.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you, Boyish Giggle.
One big bet in heaven. Welcome.
We're all gonna sleep in one big bed.
One
in
big
heaven.
So at this club, we do one big bet in heaven. So
That would help make the babies.
And it could be Dr. Teacher's big bet in heaven.
And
It's,
is our mascot, Carl, the 2002 Ford Focus, also going to be sleeping in the bed in heaven with us?
Yeah, he's in the
Excellent,
club.
great,
Yeah,
okay.
So it's important your clubs believe in something. I've always said belief systems are the foundation of a lack of ego and self.
Oh.
And so
You always say
I
that?
always say that in any community I organize.
Nice.
And so let's answer this question: who's God? And so we're trying to figure out for us who's God. Is it all of us? Is it most of us? Is it Dr. Teacher or Middle Pep Boy? So get your votes in. We're gonna set up that poll. John Kramer is already too excited.
We actually want
lost
to one
Middle
or
Pep
two or
Boy, Middle
three.
Pep Boy.
We did.
Oh, wait, yeah,
We gotta
that's an
redo
important
it because
option.
we gotta give the option of Middle Pep Boy. I've been in
Or
many
four.
a clubs that worship
Many
Middle
a
Pep Boy
clubs.
as a god, and they love it.
And the
Hey,
answers are already
Rainbow.
coming in. Spooky Tal.
Yeah, and so John
Welcome,
Kramer
Spooky
and
Tal.
Spooky Tall have picked their bets. Oh, okay.
Okay,
We're just
so the poll is not up yet,
so
but
just a quick.
They're getting ready. They're getting
reminder.
ready.
This is a Gallup poll.
Please
They
hold.
know what they're doing. They're being prepared.
And this
Like
is
that
cool
Lion King
because
song.
you get to figure out like what are we? You know, what are we as a thing? As I said, for me, the answer is nothing. I just simply am a vacant entity, which you can sort of.
and there's the real poll.
There
Here's
we
the real
go.
poll.
And so middle
All
pep boy
right.
is now option
Hey, don't worry
one.
about it, Spooky Tal. We all make mistakes. It's not a big deal. Just go ahead and vote in this poll now that it's open.
All
right.
Do we have a picture of middle pep boy just to give
Oh yeah,
them
can
a
we bring up a reference photo of Middle Pep Boy?
Because I think they want to know what middle pep boy. Just a reminder. of
You'd think
Middle
that
Pep Boy.
Middle Pep Boy would be getting more votes if these people knew
That's
what it
my
looked like.
thought. Is very rarely when Middle Pep Boy is presented does Middle Pep Boy not get taken.
But it does seem that
It should
the
be.
chat wants us to be God.
Yeah, for me, it's not so much carpe diem. It's carpe middle pep boy.
Yeah. Great point.
But
And
that's why we vote, right?
What's also
That's-
interesting about most of us, which some people seem to want, you don't know.
Which
you don't-
one?
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
don't
You
know
might not
what's
be.
what.
Well, that's very.
Oh.
and there he is.
There's the middle
That's
pep
the
boy.
middle one.
Yeah.
He's clearly the most charming. He's the most charismatic.
He reminds me of Geraldo Rivera.
Yup. Yup. So, yup. Then let's. And so most of us is getting
in the race. Again, I'll remind you, you don't know that answer. There's so much up in the air in most of us. Middle Pep Boy, you know exactly.
I wish I could
It's
vote
the
for
Little Pep
Geraldo
Boy.
Rivera for the. Is there a way that Geraldo
I
Rivera
think in a
can
way
be
when you vote for Middle Pep Boy, you're voting for
I think
Geraldo
that's
Rivera.
true too. They're kind of the same ilk, and in a way, they're sort
Wait,
of.
do
the
they
same.
really have names? Jake Kramer is saying that
I believe they
the Pep Boys have names, and their names are Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Well,
We all
I
have,
think
we all have
that's.
names.
I think we all know that's wrong.
Because one of them is Geraldo.
Can we see them again and give them their?
Geraldo.
What is their real
Let's
name?
see.
The middle one is clearly Geraldo
The
Rivera.
guy on the left is
Geraldo
Kip
Rivera.
from Napoleon Dynamite,
Yep.
or the one with the glasses.
Jaquesne.
Yep. And Nicholas finishes us up. All right, so let's get out of there.
Poll's done.
Go back to the
3,
poll.
2.
Wait a minute. Can I
Wait,
see
the
the
poll?
poll
Yeah,
before
can
we
we
close
see-
it? So
Wow.
Come on,
I
guys.
really need to not do
let's
this,
get a
guys.
little more time. And I just want to remind you, now Middle Pep Boy also is Geraldo Rivera in addition. And he will not go by Mo or whatever his name is. He will go by Middle Pep Boy.
I just
But
want to.
you will know he's Geraldo Rivera.
I do
and we
want to.
got a
Thank you. Wow, great.
Erotic Naruto.
Great name. Thank you, Erotic.
Vote
That's
Erotic
a great name,
Naruto.
Erotic
So we-
Naruto.
I do
Thank
want to
you.
point out that if most of us and all of us win, it's sort of a square rectangle situation where it will be all of us and therefore most of us.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
includes,
Wow.
yes, the Middle Pep Boy.
So maybe we've invalidated most of us as an option.
But did Erotic Naruto just cast a vote?
Oh, there we go. So that's.
Okay.
Should we end the poll?
Okay. Well, we voted, and we picked most of us. So.
All right.
Most of us. Usually that means whoever kind of came first, whoever sort of has the most power in the dynamic.
I would
guess.
like that.
I hope
Well,
that I'm
that
forgotten.
yeah, for us, that's Dr. Teacher. Definitely is God. And then
Maybe Carl,
maybe Carl, the
2002 Ford Focus.
The fun about voting is losing. Yeah, in a way.
That's kind of fun, yeah.
If you see it that way, then you will live a happy and full life.
So next we gotta name our club, and these are some clubs I've worked with in the past.
Oh wait,
but
that's a lot of.
use your own. This is not about voting. This is about what's your club name. These are some guys I've been around with.
Is that
and
the
they're
Utah
all good.
Jazz?
They're all good to varying degrees, but we can be our own thing. So go ahead and vote. Don't vote, just pitch. What's our name?
What's a good name for a club?
If you're
What should our
just
club
joining
name
us,
be?
we are creating a
Well,
club
let's-
that will
Middle
be
Pep
members
Boy.
of as everything now.
Middle
I
Pep
am
Boy.
not
Middle Pep
Mickey
Boy.
Mouse, though a lot of people pointed out I sound similar to him. Again, it was some sort of procedure I had in a previous club.
This is a really important step here.
Yeah,
naming
this
the
Everybody's
is,
club.
really thinking it through
What
before
is-
they type.
What
Ian,
should the
remember
name
to
of
type
this
in there,
club
a Ryan Gosling guy.
Oh, there's
Jack?
oh, here we go. Here's some suggestions.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
Middle Pep Boy is an interesting one. Middle
Mrs.
Pep Boy as a name is fascinating.
Mrs. Manface suggests Dr. Teacher's Good Time Rocking Fun Club. which-
That is
that is a
a
great
great
name.
It's a great name.
Club
Middle Pep
Penguins,
Boys.
plural. Club Penguins.
Penguins.
What
Thank
Penguins?
you, Erotic Naruto.
Pisty Pooper Alliance, that's a good one, because Pisty is a fun.
What is his
Middle
name?
Pep Boy is God. Wow, Middle Pep Boy is God
Pisty.
as our name.
Even though he's
Even though
not
he's
the
not
god.
God, and in fact was eliminated.
But he
Most of-
could
most
be
of us
God
are
technically
gods.
if
Middle Pep Boy
if
is
Middle
part
Pep
of
Boy joins the club,
This is true.
there's an outside chance that he does become God by nature of most of us being.
John Kramer says Middle Pep Boy not so bad.
I still really
Not
can't.
very good.
I still really can't stop thinking about the word pisty, which I've never heard before. I'm thinking.
What is
Pisty Pooper Patrol.
I think if I'm ever gonna scare off someone in a club again, one way would be to just say the word pisty
yeah.
to them.
See my pants?
What a
I don't even
world.
know if, is it a verb?
It doesn't sound like a verb. Yeah, I used it there and it didn't feel right.
The lore
there's-
implications.
Yeah, there are the lore implications are heavy right now.
Yeah, so
I loved Club Penguins from
Club
I
Penguins.
just
pretty
think
good.
Erotic
there was
Naruto
one,
was
there
a
was
great
one that I
one.
liked, which was Middle Pep Boy is God. And what I liked about that is, again, he's not, and so to be able to go.
Most of us are though.
Most of us. But is Middle Pep Boy? I don't know. The title suggests so, but we don't have proof.
It is confusing, which may be good, because a lot of the show has been about confusing our enemies.
Yeah, that's true. Middle Pep Boy is a demigod. That's a possibility
That
as
is
well.
another detail.
Kind of just took back from what we said before.
Oh, Dr. T.
My name is G.
Let's pick 4 of our favorite names you've seen so far and put them in a poll.
That's interesting.
That's a
All right,
good
so
idea.
My
Middle Pep Boy
undercarriage is
God.
pissed.
Middle Pep Boys got. We got Club Penguins. Let's do Dr. Teacher's Rockin'
Yeah, that was
Fun Time
good.
Band.
Maybe we might need a few more. Can we do more than 4?
We are voting on a
Okay,
Real
name.
quick, I just want to give Never Not Polar a quick explanation for what the hell is going on.
Oh, yes. Welcome. First of all, welcome.
First
Never
of
Not
all,
Polar. Welcome.
Hi,
Thank you.
Never Not Polar. Let me try to break this down as best I can. We're creating a club with everyone from everything now, and you'll all be in it. We learned earlier from a bouncer how to bounce and how to be a club and let people in or out and how to get rid of them. Next, we spoke to handshake expert historian. He taught us how to. He did his first handshake and taught us how to do one that we can use for our club. Now me, and I'm not Mickey, I just want to be clear about that. I'm G. Lenny Tuckett. I'm a community organizer, and I'm helping us sort of define the club we're making.
What are we about? What's our name? What's
our name?
our
Who's our
mascot?
god? Where do we sleep? And when we're figuring all that stuff out, at the end we have our club. So this is the options. The Cummy Daddy Hub did not make the cut. It did not get it in time.
That's a great, right under the wire.
Yeah.
Thank you, Juice Done, though.
Oh,
The
yes.
joke's done.
Thanks for
Rob
popping in
Stream,
and just saying
Thank you for
that.
pointing out that if you sub, you get your name tattooed on Teddy. And yes, Juice Done, thank you for the first time ever chiming in just to say the Cummy Daddy Hub and nothing else.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's a great reminder. I do want to remind everybody in the chat that if at any point during this stream you subscribe to our show, we will stop the full stream.
We will
and
interrupt
we will
what's
interrupt
happening.
the stream, and we will tattoo your username or anything that you want onto Teddy, who is one of the members of the show. Here he is. We're bringing him out
So
right now.
we will stop, and I'll walk away, and then the tattoo man will come and tattoo
Tattoo man.
Teddy.
Okay, follow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
close.
Follow.
A follow is nice.
We will acknowledge and clap, but if you want the Teddy, you know what you gotta do. And so, do we have?
Oh, is anyone
do
else
we
hearing a
have,
ringing in their ears?
Do we have the name of our club?
It seems like it.
Most people
And
want
it's
it.
Middle Pep Boys God, and we love to see that. We all love to see that. And and our mascot is a 2002 Ford Focus named Carl. I think it was
Thank you
with a
for the
C,
reminder.
but that's irrelevant.
That's the phonetic
Great.
spelling.
So, some final thing, one just final bit of house work we gotta do. And so, let's get voting on this last one. This is just something. It's good that we're all on the same page for this. So let's get that poll going. Yeah, the question is, can you see your families? Options are no, sorry no, damn no, and gosh that sucks, but no.
That's Dr. Teacher in the chat.
Yeah, Jay Kramer, that's Dr. Teacher.
He's not gonads, he's a brain.
Yeah, that's a brain in a jar.
I'm a big old brain in a big
So
old jar.
we're
And you can
voting
unlock
on-
his emotes if you subscribe.
You can. And so we're voting on, what are we going to do with our families? And each of these answers does have a different implication. For instance, sorry, no. You're bummed about it, obviously. Like, it's affecting you. You wish it wasn't the case. Damn, no. You're angry about it. You're like, I want to see my family. What do you mean, no, I can't see my family?
But at the same time, you're
What?
accepting that you
Yeah.
can't see your family.
You're like, damn, no, I can't. Gosh, it sucks, but no. It's like, you acknowledge this is a bad situation. You can see that. But it's out of your hands. It's not in your control. God is Middle Pep Boy. You can't make decisions. And then one is just no. So,
Pretty hard to read the poll with the chat blowing up.
But they
so much.
know. They know what it is. And...
Oh,
Hey!
thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
good.
Beef Parish. That is great.
Thank you. We love that.
Beef Forest.
Gosh, it sucks, but no, in the lead. Really great call. It is an unfortunate fact of life, but when, when you're lying awake at night in your one big bed in heaven thinking about
This Middle Pep Boy's looking out for you.
What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? What do you want? Where do you want? Where do you want it? Where do you want? Where do you want it?
What's up? It's me, Aristotle Ozarski. Everything Now is premier tattoo artist.
Yeah! Hit that vape!
Vape Nation!
Never Not Polar.
Never Not Polar, welcome back. Saw you in the chat the other day. Well, you're gonna get whatever you want on our buddy Teddy here.
What do you want?
Where
do you want it?
What do you want?
Where do you want it?
What do you want?
Where do you
Where do you want it?
What do you
What?
want?
Where?
Do you want it? What?
What?
Do you want? Hey! Oh, we got it.
I'd like Never Not Polar as part of the Coming Daddy
Hub.
Okay.
You got it. Where?
Just
But
know.
Where?
Can I just real quick? Just know we are not that. We
Yeah,
are
that
Middle
is-
Pep Boy is
not-
God. So you will be in a different, and that's fine. You
That's
can be
fine.
in it.
That's
fine.
totally okay.
I'm
It
gonna
is
do
a
Maddie
very
Yo,
funny
J.K.
frame.
Raymer. Good to see you again. Very nice, Mrs.
think it's Jake
Manface.
Raymer.
So yeah, right nipple, please. Oh, it's a hair.
It's so hairy
Teddy's
over
a
there.
hairy boy,
Right nipple,
but
please.
Hey,
Also,
he
just
said
keep in
right.
mind you have like a full sentence.
Yeah,
Can
it's a
someone
really long
repost
one.
that in
Just
the
get the
chat,
nipple.
or just remind me of what it is?
It's Never Not Polar is part of the Cummy Daddy Hub.
All right, let's get
And
my
Cummy
machine
is
on right
not
now.
with a Y.
You piece of fucking crap. There
Cummy
we go.
with an I-E.
There's the sweet sound of that tattoo gun. And
Screaming. Never Not Polar.
Well, first of all, I want to welcome Mike Hawk 420, who I haven't seen.
I have to help you a little bit.
Oh, go ahead.
No, he's not doing. I think this is a really good opportunity for me. I'm gonna just real quick.
Great. So welcome, Mike Hawk 42069. If you're just joining us, or if anybody else is just joining us, this is Everything Now. We are doing a show today where we're creating a club for all of our viewers.
Welcome to the club.
And welcome to the club. Now that you've made it on the screen, you're part of the club, which our club is called Middle Pep Boy is God. So you're part of the Middle Pep Boy is God club at this point. What's happening right now
Hey,
is...
what am I writing again?
Oh,
We
right.
got Never Not Polar
Is part of the Cummy Daddy Hub.
Hub.
So what happened right
Cummy
there?
with an I-E.
User Never Not Polar just subscribed to us, and every time that somebody subscribes to this channel, we tattoo whatever they want, wherever they want, onto Teddy, who is our good friend. So that's what's happening right now. He's getting a tattoo with the phrase Never Not Polar is part of the Cummy Daddy Club. So that's gonna look
It's the
really
machine
good.
on. Okay. Mwah! Magnifique.
Great.
Let's see. Let's
Proud
see.
of this
Really
one.
excited to see
Bring
this
it
one.
over.
Bring it over.
All right.
And now
Can I get a
the
drum
big-
roll? Give me a drum roll. Gotta have that. Oh, I'm coming. He's coming. Here's my boy Teddy.
And here he comes.
And great. And now I have peed.
Oh, he's peed. Get back in. Okay, you're good.
Oh yeah, get over here.
Oh,
Oh.
you're trying to seduce me, Dr. Brain. Oh, right nipple.
Oh!
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, ah, so fresh, so hot. Ooh, ow, gosh. Don't
That
do that.
looks great. And thank you again for that subscription, Never Not Polar. Welcome to the club. Throw up those Dr. Teacher emotes now that you're a subscriber. That's also
A good dab to you. A good dab to you, Never Not Polar. All right, bye.
Alright.
So we were rapping.
So let's get back to making that club.
So we were rapping. We were getting to know each other.
Just rapping.
We were figuring out what we like. And so,
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
That could have gone worse. So
and now
not bad.
let's talk. Where were we? Oh, and a really good question came earlier, which is, well, there we go. I feel we need a picture of our God was something I thought was a good point. So, can we just like get Middle Pep Boy back up for a sec?
Let's get Middle
Just-
Pep Boy.
just
And maybe
have
let's
him
get
there.
Carl on the screen. So,
Maybe Carl with them, because they are, we
We're asking a
really
lot.
need to know about them.
Yeah, this is a lot of tech that we're really throwing over at Dr. Teacher all at once.
But
but in the
teachers,
meantime,
telling it like a pro.
It's fine. I love the show. I love you guys. It's
And
been
John
an incredible
Kramer says he's
show.
just witnessed history.
So
I think that's
Ooh.
arguably correct.
hold on, here we
And
go.
just to remind you all, so for Can We See Our Families?
Wow, there they are.
And it's not Glasses Guy, it's Middle Pep Boy.
Right.
So you can't see, there will be a third Pep Boy, that would mean he's in the middle.
And that's our mascot, Carl, who is, of course, a 2002 Ford Focus.
Ford
What
Focus.
a year.
Those are some good-looking thymbles.
So,
Yes, and fuck the third Pep Boy.
fuck
Thank
the
you.
third
That's
Pep
something we
Boy,
can
and
all
I think
agree
we
on.
all
This
think
is man
that.
faith. I agree completely.
Alright,
Wow.
it's time.
What do we do with our families?
Oh, we've decided we're gonna say, gosh, it sucks, but no, and I think we
Yeah.
all have a really good attitude about it. It's out of our hands. There's nothing we can do. We wish it wasn't the case, but gosh, you know, that's the way it's gotta be.
That's the way it goes.
It's time, and it's time. We've discovered what our club is, and it's time to review it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, and welcome Dan22
and welcome
HD.
Dan22 HD.
Let's tell him what's going on.
Okay, yeah, so Dan22 HD, let's walk you through it. Well, Everything Now is a talk show where we learn about education.
You gotta
and-
speak real
Oh,
clearly.
really gotta really clear it up, and I don't know why.
That was weird.
We're making a club, and the thing about the
example.
club is that it's different, it's unique, and so we met with the bouncer to teach you how to get people to leave your club if you don't want them there. We met with a science historian, and he told us about handshakes, and like he did his first handshake, which was really cool. Now we have me coming out, and I'm kind of walking us through what this club's going to be about. So far, we know that our god is Middle Pep Boy. No, our god is not. Our god is
Name it.
most of us.
We are all our own god.
We are all our own god, but our club name is Middle Pep Boy is our god. Our mascot is a 2002 Ford Focus named Carl. We all sleep in one big bed in heaven together.
And as for our families,
As for our families, gosh, it sucks, but we can't see them. And also, the kind of goal, the thing we're going for is to get Dr. Teacher many babies. And that was great because that was sort of what I was going to do, which was to sort of sum up how we got here. And it's now time to initiate a member. Nicholas!
yeah!
Now,
What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it?
We gotta work on our cutoffs.
Tell them what's happening.
So,
probably
welcome
the
back.
part of
I'm
the cutoffs.
Aristotle Ozarski. I am Everything Now's premier tattoo artist. If you subscribe to the show, you're gonna get whatever you want, wherever you want it, tattooed onto Teddy over here. We got a lot of cool stuff here so far. Cool strong guy on the rib. Never Not Polar is part of the Cummy Daddy
also, real
Hub.
quick, Seymour Twitcher doesn't know what's happening. If you subscribe, we will stop the show, and he will tattoo what do you want and where do you want it on this guy.
It's happened multiple times. He hasn't even finished his
This is Teddy.
presentation.
I've really got to wrap it up, so let's get into this.
But hey, if you want to keep giving us money, you can tattoo whatever you want, wherever you want it, on this here Teddy, a friend. So, what do you want? Where do you want it, dude?
C-Bar!
C-Bar. So yes, if you were confused by that, what's happening now is every time you subscribe, you get to tell us what you would like tattooed and where you would like it tattaooed.
It could be your name.
It
or
could be a phrase.
We recently had.
left nipple. I think he said left nipple.
Okay.
Nipple.
So,
Interesting, because we just had right nipple.
yeah.
Okay, go right
Oh,
there.
he said, can
Carlo
you
von
two...
Sextron.
Carlo
Carlo
von
von
Sextron on the
Absolutely.
No,
left.
it's Sexron.
Yep.
Sexron.
Sexron.
Okay, cool.
Carlo von
Sexron.
Sexron.
Turn my machine on. There we go.
It's very popular.
Yes, the nip real estate is going very quickly.
In fact, it's gone.
Pretty much gone. But don't worry, there's still a lot of body left to tattoo, so if you're thinking about subscribing, don't think, just act. Send us your money, and we will tattoo. We will tattoo whatever you say onto this poor helpless
And
soul.
so that is do not think, just act.
Don't think, just
don't
act.
think, just act.
All right, and my machine is. Ah, All right, good. Hey,
Yeah, stock is rising in the belly button department area. So yeah, if you haven't invested yet, now's the time to buy.
oh, we can give him a happy trail. I'm just saying, there's a whole ocean of potential out there. So I'm gonna get on up with Teddy. Oh, here we go. Hey, remember Marcuson on the back? Got himself a dripping knife, pretty sick. But oh dear. Who do we have here? Oh, don't mind me. My name's just Teddy. I'm just a humble little. Oh no, he's got fresh ink.
Wow, that is one. That is a great looking tattoo. Congratulations to you, C-Bar222.
I would also just like to point out, Mike Hawk 42069, dope name.
Yeah, that's
dope
a great
as fuck
name, Mike Hawk.
I love you.
Love it.
Clap it up for Mike Hawk.
All right, guys, give it up again for Teddy. Dabs to you. Dabs to you. I'm gonna take my gun and. All right, let's keep going.
Let's finish this.
All right. And so we were rapping.
There we go. Perfect.
And so before we were rapping, so we'll just get back.
Oh God.
Also, don't forget to join the Discord, says Bonnie. Great point.
Don't forge to join the Discord.
Also true. We've reviewed.
You didn't gotta do them like that.
We know our cult club, and it is time to initiate our normal friend Nicholas from the beginning.
Yeah! I gotta let him into the club.
You do, and it looks like our bouncer has left the chat.
Yeah, our bouncers left the chat. Zigger Zart. Zard was his name? Zargat?
He's left. It's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, Bommy, that I didn't mean to roast you by saying the thing that you typed.
Hey, we love you. We love you.
But if you do
I'm sorry.
unsub, we at least ask that you immediately resub, and we will.
And if you do unsub and then resub, I don't know.
We won't do that.
We actually can't do that.
Let's initiate.
But we'll know
Nick.
it happened.
Let's initiate Nick into
I'm being
the
told
club
no.
for God's sake.
Being told we cannot do another
Dr.
tattoo.
Teacher is very mad we said that, so let's.
Yeah.
All right.
Whose show is this?
Sorry, Dr. Teacher.
You trying to come in here into Middle Pep Boys God?
Yeah, because I heard about it. I'd love to get into Middle Pep Boys God.
Well, you don't look like a troublemaker. You gonna do anything that I'm gonna have to surprise you?
No, I just want to make sure.
You gonna freak out in there and I'm gonna have to say the word pisty at you?
Please don't.
Okay. Come on in.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
thanks for the follow, C-Bar.
Thank you,
everyone. Thank you.
Hi, thanks.
Thank you. Welcome to Middle Pep Boys God. You think you got what it takes to be in here?
That's why I'm here.
Well, if you got what it takes to be in Middle Pep Boys God, then you'll know the Middle Pep Boys God secret handshake. So, why don't you get him?
Hello, fellow member of the club. Do you know the secret handshake?
Yes.
Let's do the secret handshake.
All right.
He could be in Mr. Bungle.
Me here. Me here.
Hey, what's going on over
This was
here?
supposed to be my dentist's office, but he doesn't look like he's at work today. I don't understand. What's if I go through here? Oh, it's just two Inuits
Eskimos.
kissing, so never mind. That's my bad.
Daddy
wasn't there.
And now even higher.
Higher,
and now
faster,
higher and faster, and higher and faster, and higher and faster. Now even higher and even faster. Even higher and even faster. Nicholas. There you go. There you go.
Okay, we're good.
You're a member of the club, definitely. You're definitely a member of the club.
A member!
Welcome to the club, Nicholas. Here we will all be sleeping with Dr. Teacher. Cool. We're trying to make him as many babies as we can. We'll then go to bed in one big mattress in heaven together. Would you like to meet our mascot? It's a 2002 Ford Focus named Carl.
Yeah.
Let's meet our mascot. He needs some time to get ready.
Vroom, vroom, vroom
is how you call him up. And let's meet our mascot. And there's our mascot. As you can see, it is a 2002 Ford Focus. His name is Carl. He's cool. He's a good guy to get to know. Don't worry about that other picture. You don't need to. That's not important. So welcome
And welcome to the club.
Just remember, our name is Middle Pep Boys God. And whenever you get a chance, have
And we
sex
can
with Dr.
never talk
Teacher.
to our parents.
Never.
You can never see your family
So
again.
gosh, it sucks.
And yeah,
That's okay.
And Bobby, yeah, we'll find a way to summarize.
We're gonna
this.
figure that out.
We're gonna
That part's
figure that out.
yeah.
You nailed it.
Oh.
All right,
Well-
and we did it.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. You are all in the club.
You're all in too, so.
Should we say what we learned today?
What? Oh, yeah, I mean, so many
Damn
things.
right, you know how it works. We have all the presenters on stage and our special guest, Nicholas, and we're going to go word by word, person by person, on what we learned today about clubs.
And, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Nobody
likes
the
government.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the government.
And let me tell you, when you're in the clubs I am, that is true, and the government doesn't like you. So one thing to keep an eye on in the future. Oh, just a quick lazy. Just one more.
Yeah.
So they're coming. They don't like that we exist this way, and they don't want us to. So Middle Pep Boy is God. That's for us to know. And if anyone comes sniffing around from the IRS, the NSA, the TTP,
Alright.
you tell them.
Thank you.
You tell them you don't know anything about Middle Pep Boy is God. You tell them I'm just here hanging out at a social event with my peers. That's what you say. When they're asking about if Middle Pep Boy is God, you say, I don't know Middle Pep Boy is God, I just got my friends here.
Alright.
Similarly, it's like the Eskimo kid. If you find yourself in a situation where you think you're being exposed as a member of Middle Pep Boy is God, you can simply Eskimo kiss.
And let's do it quick, because someone in the chat did ask that at the end of the show we do a full recap of everything that was tattooed onto Teddy here. So
Never not. Polar says the Cummy Daddy hugs greater than Middle Pep Boys Club. We'll just remind you, they were late. They were late on the submission. We wanted to put them in. Unfortunately, we didn't want to be, but we have to be Middle Pep Boys Club. And so you're all in this forever now.
Yeah, Qualt is on the thigh. Let's remember
Qualt
that.
is on the thigh. You are all part of this. It is for life. This is only the beginning. It's just begun. Beware. It starts tonight.
All right.
It starts tonight.
Okay.
Dr. Teacher. I think we're good. Thank you so much.
Okay, just so we're clear. Okay, it starts really, it's happening.
Cool. That's a little disturbing, but you know what? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here on Everything Now again. We hope you learned something and that your skull is full of information. Again, next time we'll be up on Wednesday at 8 p.m. doing a special episode of some sort, not like this traditional panel show. It'll be something different. Now, thanks for sticking around. Please stick around. We're going to go rate a good friend of ours, Aiden Wood.
Woo!
They are a collaborative puzzle and video game player. They play with the chat. They're a fantastic person. We love that they were on the show last week. So we're going to go ahead and rate them right about now. Goodbye. 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 Are you here still? Get out of here. Goodbye. Please leave. Goodbye. Oh, hello? I'm angry. Look at my eyebrows. I wish I could get tattoos.